Tonight, we check out this week's flight sim news, Inibill's Leeds Bradford Airport, Thurrock Airfield by Burning Blue Design, and Just Flight's Duchess Model 76 over on X-Plane. Hello? Hello. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, the middle of the week it is, and I hope you're all keeping very well. You join us tonight for the midweek shuffle, the let's get over the hump day. It's time for the news, man. And it's been a week of, news with things happening in places and stuff, and we've got kind of a busy one tonight. So we're going to be checking out two airfields. Two brand new airfields. One of them released by Inibills, that covers Leeds Bradford. And then we're going to be checking out an airfield by Burning Blue Design, and it features that of Thurrock. Then it is rambling over to the world of X-Plane to check in on Just Flight's latest release, along with Franda Design. They've released the Duchess Model 76. Ooh, you said in a proud and happy voice. So how are you? Any out scandal or crack? No? What about you now? It's back to work today. And, well, we're still here. We're still kind of doing our thing. And, well, hopefully it all kind of works out, Although, if you listen closely, you can hear that weekend on the horizon. Yes? Shh, hang on. Weekend? You can almost smell it. Well, you can't. That's just me. But it's coming very close, lads. So there's a good crowd of you here. Welcome in. How's your week going? Are you in work or school? Are you right? We need to know these things. So, let me know. I have a new kind of fandangle setup as well. It's very funny. Jesus. I might as well be on RTE now, lads, right? I wonder will this work? I'll show you the crack I have here. I'll show you the setup I'm using here. I'll show you the crack. Look at this, look. So this is where I usually sit, right? But over there, there's words. I've words in the thing, lads. It's a teleprompter, right? And I'm terribly not getting used to it at all because I can't see the camera. So I had to put a little red X to say, here's the camera, Murph, right? We're learning these things together. But it just means then, instead of me having to, look like that idiot, where's the yoke that I need to read? It could live on this screen. Well, one step at a time. Who knows? We might be able to get, the chat into that little box, little screen, so I'd be able. Jesus! So I'd be able to read what's going on. You see, but one step at a time. Literally allows me to anything that comes up on that screen. I'd be like, word for word. And to be honest,
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
To be honest, it doesn't look that weird if I'm reading things. Depends, of course, what I put up there. But the way you have people like this, or well, their eyes are doing this crack. You just see it on the news every now and again. But those who are really good at it they kind of look through the words. It's all very fancy technology, wasted on me. But anyway, hope you're all keeping well. I've buttons over here to press. There we go. We'll cue this one up here now in a moment. We've lots of people here, and Sunjammer doesn't like it. Listen, right? I mean, I can put pictures and everything up there. Have a right out laugh, do you know, looking at the camera. Because, like, for me, you're just looking into, like, you know, Deep Space Nine. There's nothing there, lads. Do you know? Well, you're there, but you know what I mean? Like, I can't see anything. I see your texts. I see what you're communicating. And that's what I talk to. Brilliant, isn't it? Modern technology. But anyway, who's here? Look, Lima Kilo Mike, you're very welcome aboard. Viper Strike is in the house. Took a 737 from Pittsburgh out to Chicago and Minneapolis. Very nice, very nice. Willow, how much? You're very welcome aboard. Toto is in the house. Tarnished Mossman. Happy hump day, man. Hope you're keeping very well. Super Ty rambles in. Bell Bro is here. Happy hump day, he says. Time flies, fireflies. Good evening. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. Vacuum is here. Night Zep, good to see you. Sean Dale, good evening. Hope all is well. Mick Ham, it's good to see you as well. Happy Wednesday. Ranbog Mord, the Divil, jumped in there now at a tier 1 sub for 16 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ranbog. Hope you're well, man. Fat Rat CSB is here. Filthy, he says, halfway through the week, we are nearly to the weekend. We are. You can just, it's nearly there. Now, let me see. Sean Dale says, from the look of the title of the stream, we need to get some Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire? I never had Yorkshire tea. I tried Earl Grey once. I didn't like it at all. Do you know? In fact, I'm almost certain that's when, you know, my hair loss started accelerating because it's a Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Tea, hot. Oh, Earl Grey, hot. The devil, he drink hot tea all the time. Hemmingbird is here. I had to read this twice. I was watching Australian Master Chef the other day. A guy made meringue and everyone cheered. I found that weird because normally they boomerang. Boomerang. Happy hump day. Merry middle of the week. Hello, Hemmingbird. You're very welcome aboard. Rookie Pilot is here. Welcome in. The lovely Kaharia. Good evening, Kaharia. She says, good evening, you bunch of legends. Hope you're well. We have a couple of people watching us over on YouTube. Let me see. Chris Knights is here. It's good to see you, Chris. Nutty Slack is here. Hang on, there's more. I just need to find the button. Hang on there. Oh, Jesus. Who else? Danny, welcome in. Chris Knights, hello again. TG Sims, you're very welcome aboard. The Limbics is watching us on YouTube. And Mal Walsh is here as well. Hello, everyone on YouTube. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's a busy-ish one tonight, lads. Do you know? But we're getting through it here now. Onboard Simulations, welcome in. Balut is here. Welcome aboard. Sunjammer rambles in. Canoe Head says, agrees with Hemmingbird. It's not good to boomerang. It'll come back and haunt you. Where did we get up? You know, Old Veteran 965. Scott, happy Wednesday to you. Spitfire REF 100 is in the chat. Hemmingbird didn't see that coming. Ah, jeez. The puns, right? We need like a pun level. You know, temperature or something. Do you know what I'm saying? But yes, Soaring AJ. AJH, man, it's good to see you. Sterling, good day, all. It's a great day for the news, he says. Indeed, indeed. Low Tech is in the house. Good to see you. Zythy, welcome aboard. Muse fan, he says, how he is, his mad jokes is. Happy hump day, all. So, Muse, are you any way clearer, or can you perhaps see any sort of, you know, you were chatting about computer hardware and what to get and everything else, right? And it actually led to an interesting discussion over on our Discord, where you have Intel and then you have AMD. And there's a good number of us using Intel and also a good number using AMD. So let us know in the chat, what do you use? What is the inner workings of your computer? Do you know what I mean? It's an interesting conversation. But yes, Flipper Alloy is here. Good day to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Jesus, look at this. Night Zep gifted a tier 1 sub to Sterling. Night Zep, thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Thank you so much. Willow How Much says, wow, I'm loving the sim more as each day goes by. To be flying in Africa one day, then Mexico, just gives me the chill. The chili? Just gives me the chills. It's awesome, isn't it? Fierce Wolf has rambled in. He has subscribed for 30 months, man. 30! Thank you very, very much indeed, Fierce Wolf. Good to see you, man. Now, we're catching up here at a rate of knots. Scorpio 49 has rambled in with a glass of brandy a scarf and a mustache. And he says, hello, hello, Murph and all in chat. News, news and more. News. It's good to see you, Scorpio. How are you? Now, let me see. James747 James is here. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. You're very welcome aboard, John. Buttons, Murph, you can do it. I need to move that. No, I fixed that one, Super Tie. We should be sorted. New George, you're very welcome aboard. I can hear Clarkson Express. Brilliant. Rainier, good to see you. Work. Indeed, indeed. I totally get you. Dad in Command is here. How are you, man? A very happy Wednesday to you. Now, let me see. We're catching up. Jesus, I am catching up. There's a scenery for the... No, never mind, Viper. Shh, hush now. All as well. DeBlaze is here. Hello, DeBlaze. Happy Wednesday. SK Sun has rambled in. Good evening to you. Low Tech has subscribed 19 months. 19 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Cheers. Now, let me see. More things for reading. Right. More buttons, lads. Teleprompter. Yeah. I'm Ron Burgundy. It's great crack, isn't it? Can you actually read that much and do it correctly? No. You see, people said I used to read... People assumed I was using teleprompters because I remember some of the videos that I do, right? This is hilarious now, if you only saw what goes on. But any of the review videos, right? There's 3 out now, I think. Is there 3? Yeah, there's 3. Yeah, there's 3 out now, right? Well, there's more coming. And I'd have to memorize what it is I was going to say because I tend to look into the camera and say, Bijani, then wouldn't you expect the thingamajig with the doohickey and it works together with the other thing and make it sound convincing when really it would be, and here we are checking out this add-on because it's made by balls. Delete, start again, read the notes, come back, hit record, and off we go again. So many outtakes, and like, it's outtakes of yourself, right? Nuts, absolutely nuts. But now this will hopefully speed up the process. Smart, lads, right? Smart. Although I had a job and a half trying to set the thing up, I nearly broke it. It nearly broke me. Does anyone else see a political consultancy in your man Murphy's future? Wouldn't I be fierce handy, wouldn't I? I'd be fierce. Jesus, there's a name I haven't seen in ages. Wouldn't I be fierce handy, right? I'll tell you what to do with things, you know. Did Gibbo write the script for you? No. He probably will at some stage because I'll just make a balls of it. He'd be like, Murph, do it this way. Oh, yeah. That's usually what happens. I come up with these great ideas that usually Gibbo has. I steal them. I have a great idea. And then I'll butcher the execution of it. And then he's just left there looking at me. Do you know? What's the... Right. God love me. Puts up with some serious messing. But anyway, who else is here? Oh, Kaharia says, so many buttons to press, so many buttons to break. Yes. That's the spirit. Corn Wolf, it's good to see you. Now, no pictures tonight, says Sean Dale. Huh? Pictures, you say? Goblin Zeus, good to see you. Durka is in the house. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Wait, pictures. If you put in, there's commands you can put in. I think it's ! map. That should do the trick. I think. I can't remember do these things work. Jesus, there's things happening over here. Lord Gracious, good evening. Hope all is well, my dude. Professor Siege is in the house. Welcome in. Drink more beer. That's a great idea, Durka. Say nothing, just drink beer for the night. Could you imagine? Imagine that. Cy120 is here. Good evening. Hope all is well. Temperature level. Did it work? Definitely a lot. Hang on. Definitely a lot clearly. Wait, what? Team Blue. Clearer. AMD. Definitely a lot clearer. What's a lot clearer, Muse? I don't know. AMD for the win, says Old Veteran. Nicep says the unit of measurement for puns is 1 hemming. I love it. We'll have the hemming scale. It sounds sophisticated. It starts off with like 0 and goes all the way to holy crap, right? Do you know? 1 hemming, please. Brilliant. AMD for the win, says Kaharia. Spitfire likes AMD. Goblin Zeus with Intel. QC Frank with Intel. Quasar Core, Intel. Professor Siege, Intel. Toto, Intel. Lowtech, Intel. Devort is AMD. Oh, nice. Hey, Noel K is here. AMD all the way. Sweet. There's a lot of AMD. And like, when it started off, when we first got the sim, I think AMD was kind of, you know what I mean? Wait for me! You know, in an AMD accent. If it had an accent. Wait for me! But yes, David Bay has subscribed for 14 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, David. Hope you're well, man. Vacuum is using Intel. Italian Yang fan is here. Good to see you. Maxwell, look at this. Maxwell rambles in saying, good evening from a stone Bristolian. Welcome in. Things are all mad and groovy all of a sudden, aren't they? Right? Brilliant. Anyway, Intel, but gonna soon be AMD, says New George. Interesting. Eamon 1973 in the house, AMD CPU and GPU. Nice. Srap 21. He says, hola, hola. Happy Microsoft Flight Sim News Day, and to you. Always used to use Intel, but since changed to AMD with the last PC, says Scorpio. Interesting. Iron Knob Airways is here. It's good to see you. Mongo is in the house. Captain Arash has rambled in. My friend, how are you? 33 months, Captain Arash. I hope you're keeping well. I'm almost certain I caught you streaming the other day and I was like, Jesus, is Arash back? Captain Arash, I have your button. I have your button. It's over there. It lives behind the telly. But you can kind of see it. It's the Captain Arash button you gave me at Expo. It lives in the man cave. It's just there. You know what I mean? You're located. I'll tell you. Well, I'll show you. But you're located between the Sky Lounge, NASA, then there's Captain Arash, and then there's Apollo. For no other reason, but that's how it works. Right. It's great to see you. Now, let me see. Jesus. Madame, pregnant in Spain. Or is it? No, it's not. It's made... It made me pregnant in Spain. I really hope I'm reading that the way I'm supposed to. Made me pregnant in Spain. Yes, you see, I can read. What a username. Intel only. Jesus. Right, anyway, Sat Brian, welcome in. A new PC being delivered today, an i9 14900. Ooh, that's some serious flex, man. Serious. The 14900s. Bacelli, welcome in. My dude. 6 Knots is here. 34 months, 6 Knots. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Hope you're keeping well. Now, let me see. We're catching up. Watching on me phone, so Murphy has very small hands. Dougal, can you see the phone? With me giant, I can't reach any further. Look at it. Right, now. Brilliant, right? And meanwhile, Dougal has dropped his phone. Lenny Brooks is here. He says, my other half says I spent too much bloody time in the sim. The saucepan is ready for after this stream. It's grand, Lenny. Lenny, don't worry about it. Totally fine. Zybok Doc is here calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. He uses an AMD. You asked, is it any clearer on the CPU thing? I said a lot clearer. Oh, wait. Yes, now I got there in the end. Brilliant Muse. Jesus, yes. Is one hemming in the hand worth 2 hemmings in the bush? I don't know. We'll have to ask nicely. Ewald uses AMD. Tarnish Mossman, he goes, how do I find out what kit is in my PC? If you go down to the Windows icon and type in system, Windows icon, type system, and you should see your system information. I think that's how it works. But yeah, DeBlaze says the X3D chips are really an amazing accomplishment in regards to power and efficiency. I love my 7800 X3D. Any news on the Romans, says Belbro. The Romans? Canoehead says, I give a 7.5 on the Hemming scale today. 1 Hemming or 7.5 Hemmings. This is brilliant. Look what we just started. The Hemming scale. I love it. Who was that? Nice up, was it? Brilliant. Egged Barley says, started with AMD and then moved over to Intel. Ooh. I use Intel at the moment because of X-Plane, but I go back to AMD on the next build. Interesting. Very interesting. Captain Rash, it is great to see you, mate. Are you back full time now, or how are you fixed? Energizer's here. He says, we should all ask how Raul's new PC is doing, especially the DDR5. Did Raul get a new PC? Did he? The Irish invented AMD. We did, Eamon. Of course, did you have to ask, right? I use William Tell Xeon E3, says Sky Hunter. Interesting. You need to clean your fingernails, Murph. What are you talking about? My fingernails are spotless. Look at that. I should be a hand model. Who's the crowd who does nails? You can't look like that because people start asking you questions. Ooh, is he checking out his nails?
Ted, come on. You're going a bit mad there.
Easy now. Whoa.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
The cheek of that saying about me fingernails. Do you ever break a fingernail? Almost the worst pain known to man. Almost. But yes, Kingsman is in the house all the way from Liverpool. How are you, dude? Hope all is keeping very well with you. Katie Patton is here. Hello, Katie. You're welcome aboard. We're catching up here, lads. Now, let me see. Thanks. Do you offer yoke juggling classes in the circus? We do, Sky Hunter, but you have to stand on 1 foot whilst doing it. That's the challenge, you see. Do you know what I mean? AMD, can I get a refund? He did. He was in up for 2 days due to RAM issues. No way. So he got the rather fast DDR5. Nice. Now, let me see. Jeppesen 2001. The man, the myth, the legend has rambled here into the jet. Jeppesen, how are you, man? It's good to see you. He says, evening, Murph and all. Temporarily back, my quest is still going. Go on the quest, Captain Arash. Brilliant. You can go to a nail salon. Oh, I've heard about them, Caharia. Yeah. Sometimes you don't get out till it's nighttime, right? Wombat 49. I'm late again, he says. You're welcome in. We waited for you. No hassle at all. Now, Bill Barrett is here. Good to see you. Tarnis says, yes, I'm on AMD Ryzen. I don't know if that's good or not. It's probably good. It sounds good. It sounds quite convincing, you know? Right, lads. We're going to start off with a bit of news for flight simulations, right? Hey, Daz Hickey's here. Good to see you, man. So I'm going to do something like for this screen to transition. I should really put some sort of a transition vectoring. I have them. I just don't use them. But I need to go over here really quick and then turn my microphone around and then do this. And then we're all set up again. You said brilliant, right? Brilliant. So what we're going to do, well, we're going to start off with the news. Then we're going to be checking out this airport. And then we're going to be checking out another airport. And then we're going to be checking out how the Just Flight Duchess is doing over in the world of X-Plane. So it's going to be a busy one, right? It's going to be busy. So let me see. Bring over the old screen of stuff here, Murph. There's lots of news to cover now tonight, lads. So, like, do you know what I mean? Pull up an old chair, have a tasty beverage, and, well, let's get started, right? Now, let me see. I'm back in my main monitor so we can actually see what's going on. Leeds, there be Romans there. There be Romans there is right, absolutely. Widow How Much says, forget about AMD or Intel. The question we all need to ask is, this Friday stream going to make us all crease up with laughter? But to be fair, we're flying jets on Friday, right? The F-14, that's what I'm going to fly. And yeah, for a part of the challenge, the Wombat Top Gun challenge, we have to fly under 1,000 feet. It's going to be carnage. I won't say I practiced it. I jumped on to see, is it possible? And I crashed twice. But anyway, let's not get bogged down with, Nutty Snack, welcome to the flight crew. He has joined the membership over on YouTube. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Grab your parachutes on YouTube as well. Welcome in. Manny is there. Roy Van Can. Sorry if I didn't get you, lads. Thank you all so very much. You're very welcome aboard. And Ali Dobson is here as well. AMD, he says. Oh, nice. AMD is great. I've heard great things about it. Thank you for following Shannon Controller. You're very welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I use Intel. I've always been happy with Intel. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, well, it's interesting to hear you guys talk about AMD for sure. Brilliant. Do you know? Right. So we're going to move on to the news, right? And the news we have, well, first bit of news coming in, Flight Sim Studio, well, they've announced the analog Tecnam P2006T. This is an upgrade, a steam gauge upgrade. So Flight Sim Studios have announced today, well, a couple of days ago, a brand new variant addition to its Tecnam P2006T for the sim, nearly a year after the launch of this aircraft, which was well received and has since seen numerous interesting updates. Flight Sim Studio are going to introduce a classic analog variant that ditches the glass cockpit in favour of a stack of lovely steam gauges. Steam gauge for the win, do you know what I mean? But anyway, the P2006 analog represents a nostalgic journey back to the early days of the P2006 series. Unlike the Mark II version with modern avionics, the analog version is equipped with classic steam gauges and features a distinct yoke design, embracing the charm of traditional flight instrumentation. Would you believe it, right? Would you believe it? Joseph Jolly, welcome in. Hello from Orlando, Florida. Hello from Tipperary in Ireland, where it's cold and not terribly nice. But it's grand, we're here, right? Hey, the Pete is here. Literally just changed my AMD 56 to a 5800. Ooh, nice. So, while it echoes the past, the Tecnam P2006T analog doesn't compromise on the performance and features that simmers have come to expect from flying this aircraft. It comes with the same reliable engines, ensuring a consistent performance that matches the Mark II, and all the same features, including the mission hub. Additionally, the introduction of new liveries brings some aesthetic novelty to the series. We'll have a look at the pictures here now. It's already in its beta testing phase, which signals a release in the very near future. The new model is designed as a completely independent product, free from dependencies on the Mark II version. It also means that it's not a free upgrade. However, Flight Sim Studios are planning in terms of pricing for the analog. They've decided to align the cost of the analog with that of the Mark II version, which launched at a fairly steep €35, but they will offer a substantial discount to the existing Mark II owners. So let's see what happens about this one. But I have to say, from the pictures, this looks kind of pretty, doesn't it? I'm a devil for like steam gauges. I absolutely love them. And like the glass stuff, it's so handy. It's so, it's so handy. But yeah, just to see all the dials and stuff moving around, I absolutely love it. So this was kind of a surprise move, right? Because they have the 2012 out as well. I don't know if that's going to happen. There's a flight school in, I'm almost certain, do Weston operate one of these as a steam gauge variant? I'm almost certain they do. But anyway, interesting news. Now, moving on quickly, PMDG previewing hot brakes on the upcoming 777. So they've actually modelled this in, right? And this is an aircraft that's highly, highly anticipated now. But following 2 status updates that highlighted the beta testing phase, and of course they teased some of the cockpit photos, the latest dispatch from Robert Randazzo delivers fresh insights into the beta's progress alongside developments across PMDG's broader product range. The update places a significant emphasis on the 777, detailing its current state, while also touching upon enhancements to the 737 for PC and Xbox, and future plans for liveries. The update brings the 777 once again into the spotlight, revealing that another beta version is set to be dispatched to the testing team. This marks a critical juncture in the beta phase, with a balance between resolving existing issues and the testers' knack for uncovering new ones. With 541 reports opened and 432 resolved, the development team is navigating through a transitional phase, inching closer to a phase where the focus will shift towards aspirational features and refinements. So 541 issues. A notable highlight from today's update shows the detailed work on the 777's braking system. They shared behind-the-scenes look at the process of tuning the brake energy response to match the real-world data, and this includes implementing visual effects to simulate the glowing brakes. They look pretty good, right? When it comes to updates on the 737, the initiative aims to provide users with more intuitive control options. Additionally, they've addressed the progress in resolving communication issues for Xbox when it comes to the 737, and they're going to have plans to further expand the range of liveries available to Xbox users. Interesting. And then finally, the update concludes with a forward-looking perspective hinting at the continuous development efforts beyond the immediate release of the 777. He teases a few features under exploration, such as the alternate gear extension process and the main gear steering actuators, promising to add further depth to the highly anticipated aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It looks pretty cool, lads, doesn't it? It does look pretty cool. So hot right now, absolutely. So yeah, I think the 777 is definitely, there's huge excitement for this aircraft to be released in the sim. I'm looking forward to it. And well, let's see what happens. So moving on, we have news here from Azur Poly, right? And well, they're currently working on the Bronco and they're updating the Transall. So last week have been quite busy, and there's a bit of news that the team are going to share. They've been working on the Transall to fix the main issues encountered by the community after recent updates, along with a few improvements. The package is under processing and should be released on Thursday if everything goes well. We believe the update will greatly improve the global quality of the Transall, for which we still have an improvement list of features to add in the future. Okay. So they're going to add new condition lever logic with remaining bugs fixed, increase elevator trim range, new smoother wiper animations, realistic APU start and stop, fixed incorrect distance on the DME, increased the windshield de-ice rate, added propeller de-ice, improved autopilot control, fixed the aircraft diving below the horizon when autopilot is enabled, fixed the DTO function deleting wrong waypoints, fixed issues with waypoints deletion during the flight, fixed cabin temperature setting, new windshield ice textures, added an EHSI lubber line in ARC and map modes, allowed 3 characters airport codes in the FMS, and more fixes mainly with the FMS. Nothing here, however, about their textures. We know that the Azur Poly is a bit of a heavy aircraft in terms of FPS because they don't have any LOD built into their livery, meaning you get the one livery regardless. So if that's very far away, well, the sim is loading a much higher texture. So if you have, many Transalls flying together, that can lead to a problem. And the sound as well. Do you know what I mean? So there's a bit to be done there. Alison Johnson is here. 40 months, Ali. Mother of J. Thank you very, very much indeed. At tier 3, Ali. It's great to see you. Ali, are you going flying on Saturday? Where? 41 months. 41 months. Jesus, I read it wrong. That's a blooming load of months. It is. Where are we going flying on Saturday? Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. God almighty, the support. Madness. Interesting here when it comes to the Transall. And then on the other side, they're working on the Bronco. Now, we do have a freeware Bronco in the sim, but Azur Poly, I'm really looking forward to this one. Beta testing still ongoing with the help of nice partners who have a strong knowledge of the aircraft, and our product is improving gradually. We're sure you're going to love it. We'll share more news at the end of the beta testing campaign. And they provided a single screenshot of the Bronco. Fiji to Western Samoa. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the detail in there. They actually have the engine doors open underneath the cowling there, and you can actually look in and see the engine. That's pretty, lads, isn't it? And of course, you can see a GPU on the ground all connected up. I'm really looking forward to the Bronco. You can see some nice textures here as well. It's still work in progress, but I got to say, it looks nice, doesn't it? And, well, they also put in a picture of the Transall, but that's the Transall is great. Some very kind of small fixes. That's all that's needed. Do you know what I mean? So moving over to FS Elite, and of course a big shout out to the guys over at FS Elite, over to Callum and the lads, and of course to msfsaddons.com, to Vashko, who's looking after all these news stories. That's where I get all my information from. And of course Sergio Costa over at Heli Simmer. The lads do incredible work, and well, it makes my life incredibly easy because I just get to read it, do you know? But anyway, Flying Fries have announced the Hughes XF11. We got to show it off on the stream, but I just wanted to remind people it's going to release on February 9th, which is in, what's that, Friday. It's going to release on Friday. So if you're looking forward to the Hughes XF11, and I gotta say, lads, it's a mad airplane, this one. It boasts a lot of features. It's you saw it. If you go back to, I think 2 weeks ago, that's when we flew it on the stream. It's a lot of fun. It's going to release this Friday. And it's going to be released by flightsim.to. So do be sure, if you're looking, or if you're in a market or in the market for a new aircraft, this is going to release on Friday. Huge news, right? Shooter Bandit is here. Good to see you. Now, speaking of which, after Friday, right? Well, on Saturday, Cows are going to release their upcoming DA-42. Another aircraft we got to showcase here was from the creator of Worlds, Cows, and their Diamond DA-42. This is one of the nicest, and I mean this, it's one of the nicest hand-flying aircraft I've ever experienced in a simulator, full stop. Really, really nice. Now, that was the version I was using. They could have tweaked it since then, I don't know. But this aircraft is going to release on Saturday, February 10th. Right, well, it's I think they're going through Orbex as far as I know. It will be coming to the Xbox users through the marketplace. However, they haven't planned that release date just yet. So there's two huge aircraft on the way between Friday and Saturday. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, staying with aircraft, Just Flight previewed the new 146 professional update featuring the updated cabin. I saw Gibbo post this over on Discord. But coming off the back of their successful 146 professional, Just Flight is back with a new update. This time the team are revamping the cabin to include more features and be more realistic than ever. The new cabin is modelled based on a high-density 3x3 layout, including the layout at the rear of the plane, as the curvature of the fuselage caves inwards. There's also a mini overhead bins above the row of seats at the wing structure, and also the blanked out windows for the air conditioning ducts. The forward galley is also getting an update with a fully functional cabin attendant panel. That's kind of cool. This will allow you to control cabin lighting, ground power, and other annunciators such as the seatbelt signs and door locks. A similar panel is also found in the rear galley that operates just as it would be in the real plane. Have a look at some of these pictures here. They're stunning. They've done great work, right? And the 146, like, it's an absolute masterpiece of a plane. Just Flight have done an incredible job here between this and their Fokker 28. Absolutely incredible. I need to fly the Fokker 28 a lot more, but it's great to see. Look at this, and you can now interact with this stuff as well. That's pretty cool, right? I can only imagine, like, in the future where the sims are going to go. Like, if you had something like a shared cockpit. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to simulate cabin attendants, but who knows? I mean, when you look at some of the add-ons that, you have to manage all your passengers, if you had a crew of 3 or 4 people, could you imagine if, like, you could actually do that? Could you imagine it? It'd be absolutely brilliant. But anyway, it's nice so we can interact with some of these panels here in the back. I love that. Great for immersion, just to be messing around with them. Do you know what I mean? But right, moving on. SoFly have announced, how do you pronounce this, lads? Is it Scotia Airfield Collection? So they've announced their second airport scenery. The collection will feature the airfields over at Lima Whiskey 75, 67 and 74. And they're all found in North Macedonia, some distance from each other, making them a perfect addition to discover the country and fly around with friends. All three airports will feature highly detailed custom models complemented by high-resolution textures. The sceneries will also feature some small animating elements, such as an animated hangar with a controllable door. The scenery will also feature Easter eggs throughout, but they didn't elaborate on this further, right? The collection will be available on the Microsoft Flight Sim Marketplace soon for PC and Xbox. Have a look at some of the pictures here. They look really, really nice. And it's interesting to see, you know, sceneries. As we see Flight Sim 24 on the horizon, I don't know how the sceneries are all going to work, but I imagine they'll work. Do you know what I mean? There looks like beautiful detailing here, doesn't there? SoFly, they've been absolutely flat out, haven't they? They've been putting loads of stuff together. That's a great shot there. Look at that thing. We have a PC12 parked in under. They're nice. 3 airports, and they're far enough apart that you can go rambling together. So 3 airfields in a single package, on-site photography used to recreate the airfields, 4K resolution, custom-made 3D objects, animated hangars, and created and designed by the renowned developer Teo Jervoski. So let's see what happens here. No details of prices or when it's going to come out, but there's some nice airports on the way. Now, Anybills today, Anybills are absolutely trashing it out of there, lads. They have released for free, right, the Yas Island over in Abu Dhabi, right? So welcome to the adrenaline-fueled world of Anybills Abu Dhabi Yas Island for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This meticulously crafted expansion takes you on an unforgettable journey to one of the most iconic and breathtaking destinations in the world, Yas Island. Located in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, it's renowned for its future architecture, cutting-edge attractions, and unparalleled luxury. Also responsible for Muse fan crashing when we're racing. With Anybills' attention to detail, the landmark packs brings the vibrant essence of Yas Island to life, allowing you to soar over the skies and experience the beauty of this remarkable oasis of adrenaline-packed adventures. Prepare to be captivated by the stunning replication of landmarks such as the Yas Marina Circuit, Ferrari World, and even SeaWorld, all meticulously recreated with unparalleled level of accuracy. This is free, right? Hey, Black Eyes Gabe is here. Good to see you. Key features: fully modelled Ferrari World, including the roller coasters, Yas Water World, Warner Brothers World, Sea World, Etihad Arena, Yas Mall, and the fully modelled F1 Yas Marina Circuit. Isn't this absolutely insane, lads? Anybills are giving us this for free. So put it this way, Anybills also release some Dubai landmarks for free. So if you fly from Dubai in your helicopter out to the Formula 1 track, I mean, that's got to be a lot of fun, right? There is a trailer here. We need to watch it. It's important, but I can't use their music, right? So I'll fix that by playing other music that might fit the bill, or will it? We just don't know. Now, let me see. If I press this button here, right? I don't know what's going to work here. Jesus, that button doesn't even work at all. Look, jeez, that's not a good start. Right, we'll try this one and let's see what happens. Doesn't that look absolutely incredible? And this is free. It's for free. All you need to do is grab it from the Indybills website. And I see Mickey Ozzy there. Great to test the Juice Goose. Absolutely. Absolutely. What a great idea. Indybills have released Abu Dhabi, the Yas Island, for free for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I gotta say, it's a great treat, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Cold Nebo, thank you very much indeed. Look at the state of it, he says. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Lads, it looks absolutely incredible, and you can pick it up right now for free over on the Indybills store, and we'll just grab it there, right? Yes, baby. I see what you did, Tarnus. Very good. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to have a bit of a race here soon. Very soon. See how we go for time tonight, but if not, we have to do a race around this place. It could be hilarious. So staying with Indybills, well, we're checking this one out tonight. They've released Leeds Bradford Airport for the sim. So Indybills continues its relentless pace with new product releases for the sim. The studio has become one of the biggest names in the industry, offering a wide variety of products that include airports and aircraft, while always maintaining a high standard of quality. This week, the team launching a new airport in their home country. It's that of Leeds Bradford, Echo Golf November Mike, adding another jewel to their collection of highly detailed airports in the sim. Located in the picturesque West Yorkshire, Leeds Bradford Airport serves as an important link for both domestic and international travellers, offering routes to the likes of the European destinations Larnaca, Malta and Gran Canaria, thanks to the airlines like Jet2 and Ryanair. Indybills' rendition of the bustling airport promises an immersive experience that goes beyond the conventional, capturing the essence of Leeds Bradford in great detail, right? So I, too, Muse, had Orbex's version of Leeds Bradford, and I have to say it was very good. It was one of the early ones when it came to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This one, however, right, we'll have a look at a video, because we're going to be checking this one out on the ground as well, right? Now, let me see. Three-legged donkeys, Jesus. Dirty Bertie Baggins, it's good to see you. So we'll have a gawk at this one here now as well, right? And we're spoiled for choice here now. Now I'm going to play a song not too unlike the other one, but completely different. Are we ready? We'll do one of these now, right? Are we ready? So we'll do this, yes, and this. Like, lads, it has, you know, an animated baggage carousel. Like, I've seen it all now. Like, the baggage is animated. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to be checking this one out. We'll go for a bit of a ramble around ourselves here in a few moments. But doesn't it look incredible, right? Indybills really know what to do when it comes to scenery design. They do some fantastic levels of attention to detail. Staggering, right? Absolutely staggering. But yeah, it's a beautiful looking airport. So, it's available right now. The scenery's fidelity extends to the landside areas, meticulously modelled ground, decals, signposts, vegetation, parking barriers that mirror that of the real-world ambience. It's available right now through Anybills, priced at £9.99. Anybills are also offering a 10% discount on this airport to customers who have previously required one of their following series, including Echo Golf Hotel India, Echo Golf Sierra Sierra, or Echo Golf Lima Lima. All they need to do can be availed using the code of EGNM UK10 at checkout, but it was only valid until 2 days ago. Oh no! Ah, Jesus! But anyway, still, it's a tenner. Can't go wrong with that. For the sake of not getting, 99 cents off it, we can live with it. What's better, Leeds Airport or EGNX? Ooh, good question. No Skoda. Belbro, listen, if there's no Skoda in this, Big Al's good to see you. Eagle Airways, Aaron, you're very welcome in. So, Leeds Bradford, we're going to check it out here now in a minute. Now, JustSim have released enhanced Côte d'Azur Airport below in Nice for Microsoft Flight Sim. They've just released an updated version for Microsoft Flight Sim, Lima Foxtrot Mike November. It marks the first release in their new NG series, which aims to revitalize existing products with advanced graphics and features. JustSim have already released the airport for Microsoft Flight Sim back in 2021. According to JustSim, this upgraded Nice airport combines highly detailed models with exceptional optimization, including VR support. Located in the Alps department of France, Nice Côte d'Azur Airport is the third busiest in the country, serving as a crucial hub for both commercial and private flights. Ooh. So we can see some of the pictures here now of the updated textures, if you will, right? So we'll have a gawk at some of these. The NG series. It's interesting, isn't it? So it's an updated airport, right? And this is JustSim kind of flexing to say, well, okay, look, we're getting better at the scenery design since, 3 years ago. For new customers, this airport is going to cost €21.40, which is not cheap. They're offering a 50% discount to existing customers who purchased the original version. I don't know. What do you think of that, lads? I mean, scenery developers, they upgrade their scenery and then they come looking for more money. I mean, do you think that's kind of fair based on the work they put into it? Or when you buy a product, within 3 years, you have to buy more of the same product? How does that make you feel? What do you think? Jepson says, it's a pretty good rendition of Leeds Bradford. I worked there for 12 years, so I know it intimately. Ooh, interesting. Leeds and Bradford. Yes, that's what it is. Nice. Eagle Airways says, not fair. Nice. Nice and Marseille, both are great airports. Very fun approaches there. So Sterling, absolutely. So look, it's available $21.40 if you're a new customer, or you get a 50% discount if you had version 1 of Nice Côte d'Azur Airport. Okay. It looks nice. We'll give them that. So moving on, another airport we're checking out tonight is from Burning Blue Design. Of course, we know Burning Blue have carved a niche for itself with an impressive list of airfields that brings the UK's aviation heritage to the sim. The portfolio includes a meticulously crafted collection of airfields, each reflecting the unique characteristics and ambience of the real-world counterparts. This week, Burning Blue Design has released another scenery, and it's that of Thurrock Airfield, a small yet vibrant hub for general aviation that offers an interesting blend of flying experiences amidst the backdrop of the southeast of England. Looks very pretty. With a single runway, the airport provides a base for training, recreational flying, and a variety of aerial services. Its strategic location offers aviators easy access to the vast skies over the UK, while being easily identifiable from the air with the big Thurrock name painted on the roof. For pilots, both real and virtual, Thurrock Airfield offers very interesting flying opportunities, from the challenge of navigating to one of the world's busiest airspaces, due to its proximity to London, to the calming exploration of the English countryside. It's also a point to note here, it has a very narrow runway, which, has caught a couple of pilots in the real world off. So, look, we're going to be checking this one out here now shortly. Over 50 custom 3D objects based on October 2023 layout, full custom night lighting, animated hangar doors, completely custom windsock, animated spectators, local landmark, the Dog and Partridge pub located at the end of the runway, real-life static aircraft, high-resolution colour-corrected ground textures taken from Bing Maps. It's available right now through the developer's website and Orbex, priced at £8.95. Right? Yeah, fair you have ever tried to do scenery update in the sim. It's hard and it takes ages, says Big Al's. Musefan says, it completely depends. If it's a brand new product built from scratch, I'm okay with paying an upgrade fee. If it's a literal upgrade to an existing product, then no way should they be charging for it again. Yeah. Hey, Quart is here. It's good to see you. So we're going to be checking out this one now shortly. More scenery. You'll never guess what, lads, but there's more scenery. So FSDG have released stunning Kefalonia scenery from Microsoft Flight Sim. They've announced the release of its latest scenery pack. The edition catalogue introduces the Greek island of Kefalonia, offering immersive or impressive levels of detail and authenticity, with the developers promising set a new standard in the flight sim community. The rendition does look truly impressive in the official promotional images, featuring ultra-high resolution textures, sophisticated modelling, and exhaustive attention to detail. There is a video here from Aviation Lads. We'll have a little look at this. More scenery. I'm telling you, it's just that's the night that's in it. But we'll show this off and let's see what you think of this one, lads. Right, so hang on now. We got all this fixed here now. Put it into that. Yes. Right, we'll have a gawk at this and let's see what happens. Does this one work? No, that button didn't work. Jesus. What about this one? This one works. Let's try this one.
Oh, behave.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Big shout out to Aviation Lads. That's a cracking trailer, isn't it? I have to say, it looks very impressive, lads. What do you think? MDA is here. Good to see you, man. How are things? Muse fan gifted a tier 1 subscription to Sir Murphbot. Thank you very much, Muse. The bot, no doubt, thanks you. Very kind of you. But I have to say, lads, this looks highly, highly impressive, doesn't it? Great work from Aviation Lads. So the focal point of the scenery, of course, is the airport, Kefalonia, Lima Golf Kilo Foxtrot, known for its picturesque settings. It looks very, very nice. The airport is available right now for just under $20 and you can pick it up through Aerosoft. So it looks pretty nice, I gotta say. It looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Did you see the Volkswagen? I wonder, does it have Skodas? I wonder. We'll have to buy it and then check it out. If it doesn't have it, well, FSDG will get a scripted message from Murph. So, right, Kefalonia, beautiful. We're nearly there, lads, right? Field Air have released Ontario Airport, another one. It's all airports this week. But anyway, Field Air has a vast airport portfolio, with the team continue to expand with regular new releases, from European destinations such as Stuttgart to global hubs like Dubai and LAX.
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. Their latest release, I nearly lost my train of thought. Ontario International Airport, Kilo Oscar November Tango, continues this trend, this time in the United States. It's in Southern California's key airports, or it's one of them, located in just downtown Ontario, California. The airport serves as a pivotal hub for both air and truck cargo operations on the West Coast. notably for UPS Airlines, and stands as a major distribution point for FedEx. Very interesting. So the features of this airport: over 60 highly detailed buildings, complete with PBR. They've completely modelled ground polygon, including decals, dirt, taxi lines and surfaces, custom animated jetways, updated AVCAD for parking spot, taxiway names and signage, improved taxiway and runway lighting, multiple objects and clutter placed throughout the airport, improved the night lighting, and they have the terrain following real-world elevation. So it's available now. You can pick it up for just under $20 at Sim Market. We'll have a look at some of the pictures here now. So I don't know, has anyone ever flown to this neck of the woods before? Ever gone to Ontario in California? Looks interesting. The Dentage, you're very welcome in. Good to see you. Who be this now? Is it Jesus? Is it Rims Rock? No, hang on. Rims Crotet. It looks like. Hope I got your name right. God almighty. Welcome in and thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, it looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Any news regarding updates to the F-14? No news just yet. I wonder how this compares to Vertical Sims Ontario. Ali Dobson says the 2 World War II style planes parked up at the firefighting planes for the island. Nice. Oh, in Kefalonia. Nice. So Field Air Ontario, it's now released for Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, Aerosoft releases 9 helipads for the city of Bratislava. Did you ever see the movie Hostel? Don't. But anyway, Aerosoft have launched a package today specifically aimed at rotorcraft pilots for Microsoft Flight Sim. Heliports Bratislava, the latest project from developer Pavel Mozver, seeks to enhance the Slovak city with fully functional helipads, improved urban landscapes, and detailed city districts. It features 9 fully operational helipads offering pilots diverse options for takeoff and landing within the Slovak capital. Beyond the functional helipads, Moser has meticulously modelled several key districts and landmarks within Bratislava itself. The package includes detailed 3D representations of some notable sites and, let me see, the Cyril, the Methodius Medical Centre, Varnoska, River Park, the National Bank of Slovakia, Bratislava Castle, and also the Grasikovic Palace. These models are designed to enrich the cityscape of Bratislava, offering pilots landmarks for navigation and exploration. Well, let's have a little look here. Custom buildings. We like that. Heli pilots rejoice. You have a new playground to go in. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So there's 9 heliports with this scenery. Do you know? Ozfly Simmer reckons you're Bonza. Good old Ozfly. A legend Shane is, isn't he? A legend in his time. Or who said to me, I'm like a legend on my own lunchtime. But yes, thank you very much. Quart says, no one has done Whitehorse BC yet. Gateway to the North. Really? Nice. Yeah, this looks kind of nice, doesn't it? To ensure optimal performance without sacrificing visual quality, all buildings and objects within Aerosoft's Heliports Bratislava utilise Microsoft Flight Sim's LOD system. The package is fully compatible with Aerosoft's Airport Bratislava, which was also developed by the same dude, Pavel Mozver. It's available now from Aerosoft, priced at just €9.95, and it'll be available through the Microsoft Marketplace and third-party shops soon. Okay, so heli pilots rejoice. We can go flying in Bratislava. Nice. So I saw this article as well, and a big shout out to Vasco. We got word of this on one of the dev updates, but it shows these were the best-selling Microsoft Flight Sim add-ons of 2023 in the marketplace, right? The list, not surprisingly dominated by aircraft, was organised into 4 categories based on overall revenue: bronze, silver, gold, and the elite top 12 in platinum. So, while specific sales figures are generally not shared, a notable exception provides interesting insights. The Antonov, making it into the top 12 platinum category, sold around 100,000 units, according to Yorg. At $20, this translates to $2 million for this top-selling product. $2 million they raised. The top 12 list includes heavy hitters like PMDG with their 737, but also smaller developers like Azur Poly with their C160, India Fox Echo with their F-35, and Top Max Studios with their F-22. Based on the numbers of the AN225, it's easy to imagine incredible revenue figures for the products in the same group, especially for smaller developers who are likely experiencing a life-changing period with their focus on Microsoft Flight Sim. And massive congratulations. So the full list: bronze. The Like, right, just to give you an idea, the 310R from Blackbird Simulations, formerly Milviz, that's an incredible aircraft. The A320 Worldwide Mega Pack for simmers, liveries probably. Aircraft Realistic Lights, right? These are in the bronze. More liveries. The 109 by Flying Iron is in there. The 307 Stratoliner. Captain Sim sold an absolute barrel load of stuff, right? Like the C-130 exterior. What? Carenado, Cockspur, great to see them there. Red Wing are there with a Constellation. Cowan Sim are in there with a chopper as well. The list goes on and on and on, right? But let's have an old gawk a little bit further up the line as we look at some of the silver ones. So the 737-600 from PMDG are in there. The Harrier from DC Designs. The Chancellor by FlySimWare. Carenado get a shout in here as well. DC Designs doing very well. FS Reborn with the FSR 500. That's absolutely delightful news. And it's just a testament to how, considering how late in the year the FSR 500 was released, to get into the second highest category, I think that's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. The Osprey did very well. That's pretty cool, right? The Gold, so Just Flight are in there with the 146 Professional. Demos are there with their A10. CJ Simulations with their Eurofighter. DC Designs with their F-14. The Reno Air Race, full collection. No regrets there, lads. And then we have Platinum. These are like the holy moly mother, right? So PMDG are in there. Latin VF4, Bills, that's with the Antonov. And if they said that was 100,000 units, you can only roughly guess what these other ones released. The Concorde is in the same category by DC Designs. That's huge, right? Azur Poly are in there. India Fox Echo. Bills. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, these are huge. Like, if 2 million quid was raised for the Antonov at 20 bucks, how much was raised for, like, DC Designs? Isn't that mad, isn't it? But anyway, it's a great insight into seeing, well, what's sold from the marketplace itself. I would love to get an idea of a figure. You know, if you were to break down a percentage, how many aircraft are purchased from the marketplace directly versus how many aircraft are purchased in the affiliate stores, be it Orbex, you know, what's the other one? Contrail, Aerosoft. Do you know what I mean? A lot of those Captain Sim sales were Xbox. You better believe it. I need to start developing aircrafts as Jeppesen. Jeppesen, the Bremen. I'm just saying, the Bremen. I'd buy it, right? And all my family will buy it as well. I'd probably be scared to know how many sales Captain Sim and Bredock had. Bredock, I imagine, would have been huge, you know, in the first year. You know what I mean? Because that was the only 737 in town. But yeah, it's a huge insight, isn't it? Huge insight. Like, okay, for the bigger companies, it's a good news because it's good business. For the smaller developers, this is huge because with that sort of income, right, let's be real about it, well, they have a lot of options now when they want to bring more. I mean, that could be the most basic of upgrades to a developer. It could be a license for a bit of software. It could be a new computer. It might even allow them to hire in staff. Like, it's huge news, right? Huge. But anyway, great insight and, well, fair play to Vasco for posting it. So moving on, Laminar Research, the makers of X-Plane. Well, they've announced a new X-Plane store. They all had a big conference in Montreal, did that of Laminar Research, and the team announced a new store designed to be built into XP12. The new store front will provide X-Plane customers with a new experience and ability to buy products directly from within the simulator in a modern-looking store. I wonder where they got that idea from. The store will open initially with a curated number of products, but Austin said he didn't want to limit what developers will be able to bring the platform when it launches later this year. For developers, it'll enable them to have the products visible and purchasable all in one single place, whilst taking advantage of seamless installations. DRM options will also be integrated for free for developers looking to protect their products. A backend will also be available to allow developers to see their sales in a single page. During the conference, Laminar also confirmed that the store will be integrated directly into the sim and also available as a website. Once you buy something on the site, the next time you boot up X-Plane, it'll be downloaded and it'll be installed into your sim. The new store will also handle all your updates. In a preview seen by FS Elite during the event, it's intended for product pages to feature product descriptions, screenshots and reviews from their owners. Artists will have their own pages, enabling customers to see more of them. Something else confirmed by Laminar Research is that it'll be tied to a new Laminar identity, which will act as your personal login moving forward. The team said that if you were to uninstall X-Plane and move to a new machine, you will have the ability to sign in and then download your products already owned, thanks to the fact that XP12 and your in-store purchases will be tied to your Laminar identity. The X-Plane store from Laminar Research is due to release later in 2024. This is interesting, lads, because there's a lot of features on X-Plane that I would absolutely love to see in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I suppose a little bit of vice versa. I'd like to see a lot of features in Microsoft Flight Sim find their way into X-Plane, right? This is a huge thing because Laminar have seen how Microsoft have ran their marketplace. So they've learned from their mistakes, if you like. It'll be interesting to see how this all comes together. And if they do manage to pull this off, well, I'm sure the guys over at Microsoft are going to be watching going, hey, that's how we should have done that. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's huge news. Now, sticking with X-Plane, this is big news. Flight Factor and Tolus have confirmed that they're going to be working in a collaboration on the Airbus A350 for X-Plane 12. Flight Factor, huge developer within the X-Plane world, as are Tolus, the two lads are now working together. So, at the conference in Montreal, they probably sat down, had a couple of beers or whatever, and said, right, we're going to do a thing. It's going to be a completely new product by Flight Factor that is being supported in collaboration with Tolus. Already known for the range of Airbus products, including the 19, 21 and A340, while Flight Factor is putting the final touches on its long-awaited 777 product, it's also good to note Flight Factor had worked on an Airbus in the past, including the A350. There's no other news other than the confirmation that this project is in development by two simulation companies. So anyone who has this stuff, you'll know what the story is. Tolus make great planes, Flight Factor make good planes. The two of them together, it could be an absolute masterpiece or an unmitigated disaster. We'll have to wait and see. Now, moving on, there's an update here from Honeycomb Aeronautical. They gave a management update and released some information about the upcoming Charlie rudder pedals. So we all heard the news a couple of weeks ago about Honeycomb. Well, it looks as if Nick was able to get some good news, right? Some good news. It doesn't clarify whether that means Nick has been removed from the company. It takes several implications, saying previous staff members have been communicating with customers with a statement going on that Honeycomb was working to resolve the situation. Okay. Where is this we're looking for? 2 weeks ago, Honeycomb founder Nick issued a lengthy statement and several emails about the situation of Honeycomb, which we all read. The statement made by Nick came as some serious accusations at the address of his business partner. However, it looks as if things are on the up and up because, well, we have some news. The company also states all pre-orders placed through the Honeycomb site, as well as official partners, will be shipped on June 24th. Those looking to cancel the order are also able to do so, and all cancelled orders will be refunded during February. Last but not least, cancelled order products will be made available to purchase through the website, with shipments also expected to happen on June the 24th. They expect their Charlie rudder pedals to be available worldwide with retailers in the second half of August. So it looks like there's progress coming, we think, right? We'll have to wait and see. Not good news, he's been removed, as in Nick has been removed. Hang on a second, Alison, let's go check that one out. Over the threshold. Honeycomb Charlie update. Let's see. That's okay. The update was released on Honeycomb's website. Okay, so that's just the... Wait now. Orbex, Indibels. Ali, have you now linkage? Oh, wait, hang on now. What's going on at Honeycomb exclusive interview? Well, that was yesterday. Hang on, we could be laughing here now. We've been struggling with how to write this article, and to be honest with you, it's hard to stay neutral on this topic. So this is Threshold, right? ThresholdX.net. They have their own store. I don't know what way their affiliation is, but you know Magnus, you know the guys who brought out the X Enviro. They're all kind of tied in there, right? So yeah, it looks, hang on, I'm learning this as quickly as I'm reading it. But anyway, the backdrop, Honeycomb Aeronautical has been through a lot recently. Yeah, we know about that. Questions on the status of Honeycomb have been swirling around in some circles. Yes. Nicky alleges that his business partner misled him from the very beginning. 2 weeks before the announcement, we caught wind of this story and dove into some research. Armed with clues and questions, we decided to contact Nicky directly to ask him some questions. Interesting. Nicky's answer was an immediate yes, and we scheduled a meeting. So the meeting. Okay, so that's All good. Our meetings occurred before Mike's latest announcement on the Honeycomb website. Okay. I get you to read this article because, in fairness to Threshold, they've done their due diligence to get all the information. There's no point me reading it out. Go have a look, thresholdx.net. But where's this news about what Mike said? Hang on now. Let's see now. We'll scroll down here just to see what your man Mike said. Because was he removed? Hang on now. If I was made 5th of the 2nd. Let's see now. We apologize to those who were made believe that we were kicked from this page. Our page has been disabled temporarily due to the ongoing issues listed in the previous update by Nikki. Someone has attempted to take down the page, yada, yada, yada. Mike just points the reporter to the website and hasn't responded to them. That was a 5-hour interview. Seems like a mess, to be honest. Really? All the research? Is it a pure mess, lads? Is it? So what's the long and short of it, Ali? So Snakebite have control of all the sites. Okay, but what about the sales? So are we saying that Nikki has been removed from the company? Would that be right? Jesus. So there's more drama on top of drama. Since the meeting, contacted Mike, Nikki's former partner, we've received an answer to our email where he did not answer our questions but referred to a statement. He refers to a statement on the Honeycomb website and says he's preparing a press release next week. A part of Mike's answer directly contradicts Nikki's claims that has us somewhat wondering who has the controls. Oh, Jesus. Happy to send over some real facts once the time is right. At the moment, we are concentrating on the customers. Feels like a couple of thousand mails and support tickets are not answered. We are trying to get access to it, but Jesus, this is just drama, isn't it? This is absolute drama. They are moving marketing, etc. to Hong Kong. Jesus. That's kind of nuts, isn't it? The whole thing is there if you want to read up on it over on Threshold. The flight sim world in a nutshell. Ailerons, good to see it. That's a whole load of drama though, isn't it? The main thing is people don't lose money, right? As in customers. If you buy something, you should get your something. And failing that, if you cancel it, you should be refunded. If that doesn't happen, they're shagged. They're gone. Good luck. Over and out. Won't be happening again. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, right, thanks for the heads up on that one. I'll go off and read that article. Now, Delta Simulations showing an update on the upcoming UH-60. The project is progressing as the team is overhauling the model and improving other areas as well. The exterior model of Delta Simulations UH-60 for Microsoft Flight Sim is almost completely overhauled as the model was completely redone. The model now closely replicates the Mike-specific details such as the upturned exhaust system and the new rotor blades. Riveting and panel lines were also added throughout the entire model. True-to-life decals are being added to the exterior model, and variant-specific detail work and texture work is also being done. Delta Simulations also indicated that they have revamped most systems, including fuel and sound, and the UH-60 sound is now done via WWise. This is pretty cool, right? And this is Sergio Costa over at Helisimber. The team have already released the UH-60 for Microsoft Flight Sim, but bear in mind it's work in progress, so many things can change. So let's have a look at some of these images here. So they're working on all the textures. That's pretty nice, I gotta say. The UH-60, but they're just known as the Black Hawk. I think they were, weren't they? Look at the state of that. Isn't it gorgeous? 2024 and devs and builders acting like it's 2005. Yep. Gregor says want. Yeah, it looks stunning, lads, doesn't it? There's some beautiful details going into this. So you can pick up the aircraft. It is work in progress, but great to hear now that they've WWise sounds and all new textures. This looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? You're going to go off now and watch Black Hawk Down. Right, we're nearly there. The last bit of news before we go on to the VATSIM events. This coming Sunday at 1400 Zulu, the Haggis and Poutine show is back. And, well, I'm going to be joining Willie Canuck because he invited me on. And he said, Murph, come on over here. We'll have an old chat on the radio. It's the internet radio. But this coming Sunday at 1400 Zulu, do be sure to ramble over to skyblueradio.com and I'll be on to having a chat. I've many things to say about, stuff. I might talk about, I don't know what I'll talk about. I'll talk about something. So do be sure to join us. So that's this coming Sunday from 1400 Zulu over on skyblueradio.com, the Haggis and Poutine show. That's where it's going to be. Pretty cool, right? But anyway, lastly, we have a look at some of our VATSIM events. And, let's have a look here, right? So on Saturday, Cross the Land Westbound, a huge event. Thought we were done? Guess again. Pack your bags and let's head to the Middle East and Northern Africa to embark on the next edition of Cross the Land, heading westbound to Europe. On February 10th, it's not just another flight, it's a whole new adventure waiting to unfold. So the departure airports, there's an absolute ton of them, and the arrival airports, an absolute ton of them. You can ramble over to JustSim, get yourself registered, and again, even if you don't want to fly the event, you can jump on as an observer just to listen to all the different ATC stuff. And we're going to be starting an IFR course in a couple of weeks, and we're going to, get rid of the mic fright, teach us from A to B or A to Z of how to do an IFR flight, but more importantly, how to talk to ATC, what to say, when to say it, and when we're requested to do something, we'll know exactly what to do, right? So it'll be interesting. Also, a big, massive shout out to Gibbo. He completed his first VATSIM IFR flight yesterday, I believe. And it's a wonderful feeling when you get to do that. It's incredible. Because it's like, I don't want to make a mistake. And then you do it. It's like, yes. Do you know what I mean? So it's pretty cool, right? So that's the one to keep an eye on there. So moving on, friends, here we are checking out Bill's Leeds Bradford Airport. We've 2 airports to check out tonight, and then we're going to ramble over to X-Plane and have a look at the Duchess 76, right? The Duchess 76. So Leeds Bradford from Bill's. This is a beautiful looking scenery, bit of soundage. Now, the eagle eye might notice, Murph, that's a 777. Shh, say nothing about that. So here we are, and let's have a look at this airport, right? It looks absolutely stunning. So we saw the trailer video, which looks nice, but now we can really get up close and personal to it. Do you know what I mean? So I suppose we'll start, there's so much to see here. Bill's do incredible work, absolutely incredible work. So we'll start off over here with a close inspection of vehicles. Jesus, this is fantastic news. Absolutely brilliant news. In fact, I couldn't be more happier about the news. Look at this! Skoda, baby! Yes! Right, straight away, this is the best scenery in the world of scenery because they've included a Skoda. That's right, friends. You keep plugging away, working hard, you will know success. Success is in the sign of the Skoda. Isn't it brilliant, right? Isn't it brilliant? Don't mind your GT. Don't mind any of that stuff. It's a Skoda. Skoda, right? So, well, let's check it out, right? Beautiful lines, beautiful designs. They've put in great PBR here on the Skoda. Photorealistic textures as well, lads, right? They've included the kind of the GP version of it. Beautiful.
Can I get a refund?
No, tag off. Beautiful alloys, right? I mean, the thing just reeks of awesomeness and incredible luxury. 4-wheel drive, 6-speed gearbox, 2-litre engine.
This baby
right?
hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some.
Look at this big Aegis. What are you talking about? Listen, it's all about Scotland. It just happens to be in a nice airport, right? Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely brilliant, though, isn't it? If that hasn't made your day now, if that hasn't made your day, this will. What's better than one Skoda? 2 Skodas. Brilliant. There's 2 of them. This is fantastic, right?
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Nice. Listen, we won't be having any of that given out, right? Captain Gaiman is here as well. Captain Gaiman, listen. That's what a Skoda looks like. One of them. It is the most... Look at that. You can even see roughly the image of the proud driver. The man... You can even see from that kind of weird, scaly photograph, he is the most happiest motorist in the realm.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yes, right. You can see it. They're brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
You haven't a clue what you're doing.
What are you talking about? Look at it. It's gorgeous. But anyway, right, not enough. It's too close to bedtime. You can't be showing that off. Oh, look at the tunnel, look. Jesus.
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Let's go check out the airport, so. To be fair, the airport is going to be playing second fiddle from here on in, right?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Jesus, lads. Oh, look at this. Hawthorne Farm. That looks like a public house. Pub, dining and carvery. Yes. I'll meet you below at Hawthorne Farm. Mine's a Guinness. Look, I love the way Bill's do their scenery. I mean, man, you can just totally explore the place. Do you know what I mean? Overflow car park, right? Some sort of a customs sheltering place, perhaps? I don't know. But look at this. Look at the entry to the runway here. Isn't that beautiful? The detailing here is staggering. Perimeter fencing the entire way around. Note all the custom buildings here as well, with the runway lights coming in. I never thought the area was so picturesque. I know they advertised it was picturesque, but come on. Do you know what I mean? How much you pay any bills for that? You drive a Skoda yesterday. I drove a Skoda today. Do you know? What's wrong with Skoda, lads? Don't be having a... Right. Hey, Cap at 9 is here. Good to see you. Murph, you need Skoda as sponsor. I really, really do. Does anyone know anyone in Skoda? Yorkshire puddings galore, right? And it's important to note here as well, the frame rate is excellent. Considering the amount of stuff going on, there's no drop in frames, right? So let's ramble over to the rental car area. These are all default assets, Asobo assets. So they keep the old FPS nice and handy, right? Brilliant! Ah, lads. They even have caravans. Look at that. Look, and they're brilliant. That one there is a Tesla. Moving on. We'll go up this way now and look at other buildings. Meanwhile, Tesla owners are throwing their shoes at the TV. Leeds Bradford Airport Industrial Estate. Oh, look, you can... Hang on a second. There's like even a little mini interior here. This is bananas. Beautiful brickwork. Yes, yes, yes. Look at the textures, lads. Isn't it absolutely incredible? Like, that's not even on the airport. That's the surrounding area. Do you know what I mean? Can I do a Leeds accent? I don't think I can, no. I'd probably make a complete and utter hames of it. Right, so we'll ramble in. This is on the land side of the airport, so we can see there's a couple of entrances in, right? So we'll go in this way and have a look. So they have some beautiful signage here. Look, Jet 2, very good, very nice. It's very clear and very kind of crisp, isn't it? TUI are here as well. All the cars, I absolutely love that. I love that they have a Skoda. Right, we'll ramble in towards the airport itself. Look at the state of this, look. So this would appear to be departures, maybe? We'll go in the front door. That's the handiest way, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Terminal entrance. Okay, let's go in. Jet 2. Welcome inside. Have a great holiday. Oh, they're very nice. Jesus, international arrivals. This looks to be arrivals. Check in this way. All right, we'll check in. We're going with Jet 2, lads. Who brought the passport? Let's go up this way. Please check your hand luggage. If your luggage doesn't fit, please check it in. Listen, right? We all know that these are an absolute massive, massive overstatement. Like, the aircraft bins are way bigger than that bin. Do you ever notice that? You know what I mean? Right, we'll rumble up through the ticker tape. Now this is where we're going to look at attention to detail. Did they actually do the ticker tape properly? They actually did the ticker. Hang on, there's information here. Lighten the load, drop off your bags with Twilight check-in. Jesus. They thought of everything. Look at this. This is an experiment. Oh, Jesus, we're getting through it now, lads. Hang on. The fact that they've gone to this trouble. This is an attention to detail that's just ridiculous. Jesus, we're making great time getting through the... Jesus, I have another one. Now I'm paranoid. Do I need to put my bag in? Hello, yes, it's me. Is it you? There's no one here. This is all very fancy, isn't it? Any Bills mouse mats for the win, lads. Brilliant. What's back here? I've always wanted to know what goes on back here. The stairs leading up. Not a whole lot by the looks of it. Okay, let's move on. Some detailing, isn't it? Can you play with the ribbons? No, don't knock them over either. People go nuts. Okay, so let's international arrivals. Oh, hang on a second. No entry. We'll break it the law. Oh no, it's gone terribly wrong. Right, don't go in that way. Let's go this way. Ah, there's cold beverages. There's Sarah, Blair, and Shakira. We'll ramble over this way there. Let's see here now. Is your man's on the phone? Huh? How about a nice big cup of shut the door? Right, let's ramble this way. Ramble this way, right? Taxis and gates. Smart flies, Aer Lingus. The only thing I would say a scenery like this is missing, right? would be sounds, airport sounds from inside the terminal. That's the only thing I could possibly put my finger on. Do you know what I mean? Right, so that's kind of the downstairs. Up into the upstairs now. Ah, yes. We're into the lounge, look. There they are having a gawk out the window. Jeez, it looks very good, doesn't it? I don't know, is it all... It's a friggin' maze to go exploring in this place. Okay, so that's just a lounge area. It's like the VIP lounge or something. And they're using that weird glass stuff to make it look the job, right? Ryanair check-ins, check-in hall B. Isn't there a lot going on? Right, we'll zoom out here until we can find more interior places, right? So, oh look, there's the tower. Into the control tower. Mitsubishi air conditioning units. Jesus, the detail is absolutely savage, isn't it? That's done really well, lads, isn't it? Charts of the airport as well? Maybe. Sorta. Almost. Can you do the sound effects, Murph? Of an airport? Sure. Fraud Hammer, good to see you. How does one explore? If you go into drone camera mode, so I use an Xbox controller to ramble around the parish, it works very well. Okay, so here's more interior stuff, look. Escalators. And like, oh, there's an elevator as well, look. Jesus, there's a fair whack of stuff going on, isn't there? Tons of detailing. Currency exchange. Welcome. Jesus, look at the detail here. Nice. Always call out your PIN loudly when you're at those things. There's the jacks. There's a vending machine. They've Cheetos. Jesus. I like Cheetos. Drinks. Pretty good. Camden. Look at this, the food hall. Ah, this is brilliant. Can we get some gone off sandwiches? Jesus, look at that. You can actually read the menus, lads. A skillet breakfast number 2. £7.75 for breakfast. Jesus. Grab yourself a Monster. Is there any Monster? I didn't see any. Sure. Over to home of the Whopper. Burger King. Into Burger King we go. Ah, look, they've even... Ah, lads, that's ridiculous. They've who eats fish fillet? Why would you do that? Jesus. Look at the burgers. Bacon cheeseburger. How are you? Can I get an XL bacon double cheeseburger? Did you see the ones they have at the minute? They're these like triple stacked Texas things. Jesus, I mean, it's an instant... That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. They actually have the gadget with the yolk, look. Hi, welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order? Any minute now. Whopper. It's not a secret. It's real fire. Huh? Will you make up your mind and decide? Do you know what you want? She kind of does. He's like, yeah, she does. Oh, you know what I want? She doesn't know what she wants. I'm completely lost with these Aegis. You make up your own storylines and everything. Brilliant. Right. Oh, here's more people. Where did you get the fancy cup? Oh, look, she's eating a burger. Where'd you get that? What's an apple? Huh? Burger King don't do apples. Immersion lost. Right, moving on. This is very... The detail here is absolutely nuts. Currency exchange. Like, this is inside an airport. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is inside an airport. Right. Oh, Jesus, who's the unlucky crowd? The flight to Oslo has been cancelled. I don't believe it. Sorry, lads. There'll be no one going to Oslo this day. Right, we're back on the land side. Let's go on the air side. So we saw the tower, we saw the terminal, and now we check out the air side, right? Make it kind of sunny here as well, Murph. There you go. We'll make it nighttime now as well to check out on some of the night textures. Ah, look at this. Animated baggage train, I mean, right? Like, could you imagine the fun you'd have at this if you put something ridiculous on it, right? Murph, ramble down to the Jet 2 HQ, porta cabin near the tunnel that goes under the runway. That's where you used to work. You serious? £20 for a burger and a Coke? Get out of that. We've reached a moment in the sim, haven't we? That's done really well. Hang on there now. We have a quick gawk under here. This is all done beautifully well, lads, isn't it? Look at the textures. More baggage. Jesus, all the baggage. Emotional baggage. Isn't it great to see this level of kind of detail when it comes to an airport? I mean, as flight simmers, we're just flying the planes, getting us up close to... yeah. All right. I'm just going to wait here for... What have we got? Hello? Yeah, brilliant. Plenty of Jack Daniels. Sure, listen. I mean, hasn't it just become the best scenery you've ever seen in the history of best scenery? I mean, honestly, isn't it? Come on in. If you're Irish, come into the parlour. It's absolutely brilliant. El Carlsberg, they hate to see the stuff go. Bud Light, what are you doing on tap? This is absolutely fantastic. A martini special. Jesus, the martinis are very special. There's loads of them and they're all for $6.99. Lorem ipsum dolor sitemate constitutor elten bacon the number. Right? Do you know what I mean? That's what they put in the stuff. Oh. All the effort and there are clouds in the stainless reflection. Yeah. Oh, this is really well done, isn't it? Leeds, right? Oh, be Jesus! Quiet now. 3 main parties at Westminster. Oh, this is breaking news. Headlines. I wonder if I just... Hang on now. This is going to freak people out. Hang on. This is going to be brilliant. Hang on a second. I need to get this right, lads. Hang on. Hang on now. Is it this one? No. Jesus, no, it wasn't that one at all. Hang on, we'll find the right one. No. Where's the one I'm looking for? No. No.
They've done studies, you know.
Right now. Oh, wait,
60% of the
look
time,
at this big
it
Egypt.
works every time.
You've tuned in for the news. That was me trying to do a feminine accent. It didn't work. Tonight on the news. There's so much news I've actually frozen.
I've been drinking like a mad Egypt.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
So you'd have to ask yourself how many people who were like browsing through Twitch came across this, right? Tuned into it, heard the music playing, and then said, the stupid thing is frozen. Right? Brilliant. Think of the fun you'd have. But anyway, that's the headlines. Oh, look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. That's like a perfect backdrop look. Now, could I use that as like a green screen? Right? Isn't that only brilliant? You gotta love it, lads. You got to love it. What's over here now, look? This is very fancy. Can you read it? We have wine and food with a cocktails menu. That's insane. This is the 1432 Club. We have a collection of coffees and cups. Any build cups. Look at the detailing. You can have espresso or a double, Americano or ristretto or a lungo. I never had a lungo. What's a lungo? This is absolutely class, lads. This is ridiculous. Right, where did Jeppesen say to go? Did he say go down to the... Look at this, look. Like, these doors are synced with GSX. So when you open your cabin doors and your passengers ramble out, these doors open. Isn't that incredible? Right, it's after... What did you say? It's after... Murph, am I like this? Murph, are you like this in real life in airports? Kinda. It was long ago. A lungo is an espresso where you just keep it on for longer. Okay. Right. Okay, so we're looking for this porta cabin. Where is it, Jeppesen? What's the 777 doing there? It's a secret. Look, there's more stuff over here, look. They've done a great job with the terrain. Look at all the different levels, look. Look how beautiful that image is, look. Do you know what I mean? It's over by the overflow car park. Can you be more specific? I'm down by the travel lodge. Do they have the parallax window? They do. They've parallax. Hang on a second. They have parallax windows here. This could be absolutely brilliant. Hang on. Ah, Jesus. They have parallax. Aren't they called parallax windows? I'm almost certain they have. Look. That's a very blue looking window. But anyway, moving on. Look at the lighting. We'll go back to the lighting here now in a minute. Because this is just, there's just too much going on. Look at all the friggin' lights, look. Holy moly, lads. This is a savage airport. That looks to be someone's hotel. You know, or a nice gaff. Let's see here now. Is that an overflow?
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour,
Let's see.
you're gonna see some serious shit.
Go back to the terminal, go past it, you'll see a big... Okay, we'll see a big Jet 2 building. Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's... Oh, look, there's Jet 2 building stuff. Right. Okay. So we're going this way. The airport service vehicles. Look at this stuff. Faulty tower style, isn't it? That's the one. I worked on that on the second floor. What, in here? That's where Jefferson worked. You're joking. On the second floor, he says. Brilliant. I love that. I absolutely love that. So you have the pub is there, you have catering vehicles there, you have a bridge. They've been smart about the bridge, it's just a picture. But they use parallax as well, look. That's a great idea, actually. It looks the job. Over on the far side, look at all the housing they've put in. That's done really well. And then the textures just kind of fall off, but that's okay. Isn't this class looking? Multi-flight. Like, look, you have all that perimeter fencing. Man alive, this is top class, lads. This is really top class. Would it be a war station? No. What do you think? Is it nice? So we'll have to check out the night lighting. Are we ready? Let's see here now. Now this is pretty. So we had to look at all those street lighting stuff down here, look, over the car parks. Man alive, look at the illumination on the car parks. Look at that. Jays, this is very well done, isn't it? Like, it's absolutely fantastic, this one is. Ramble up here. Back up towards the airport itself. That looks incredible. It looks absolutely incredible. I am so impressed here with the night lighting. Ah, Jesus, look at that, lads. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that something? Must have taken at least an hour to make, at least, right? Yeah, like these airports, they really are getting better and better. Like, this is absolutely fantastic. They're still waiting to order? Jesus. Yeah, this is done really, really well. And like anyone who's found this I don't know, it's like I don't think I've never been to Leeds. You know, like I don't know how great a destination it is, but man alive, they've done an incredible job on the airport. Absolutely incredible job on the airport. Look at that lighting there, look. Jesus. And with some nice lighting in the nice lighting in the tower as well. Ah, look, there's a picture of the lads. Ah, brilliant. I love that. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's when they were over at Expo. That's a really nice touch, isn't it? Jesus, Inibills, this is an absolute friggin' masterpiece. Absolutely fantastic. What are your thoughts on this one, lads? What are your absolute thoughts on this one as we're chatting away here? Let's see now. Isn't it nice? These are like Ireland's version of Leitrim. Oh, is it? Jesus. Right. They've done a great job. I think it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, Leeds Bradford for Microsoft Flight Simulator from IndyBills. It is available right now from the IndyBills store. And it's at a price of £9.99. Where would you get it? £9.99. It's $12.59. Now, lads, look at all of that airport for that price. That's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well done, IndyBills, for 10 quid, lads. Jesus. And the performance is excellent, right? The performance is absolutely excellent. Right, so moving on. We're getting through it. We're going to have a look now at another airport. This one is from Burning Blue Designs, and it features Thurrock Airfield. And where are we now? We're located down in... It's down by Essex neck of the woods, right? So we'll change my old aircraft and we'll go to something a little bit smaller. There we are. Yes. So we need to go to Thurrock. And you are Echo Golf Mike Tango. Echo Golf Mike Tango. Thurrock Airfield. Ramble us in. I'm sure we'll have an old gawk to see what's happening. So we'll park over here. Make it daytime. And now we're going to check out another one, right? 10 quid. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, lads. So we have another airport to show off here now. Does it show the racetrack here? In Thurrock? I'm unsure. So nestled in the heart of Essex, Thurrock Airfield is a small but busy general aviation airfield within the London commuter belt. Thurrock is easy to spot from the air, with one of its hangars having the word Thurrock painted in large bold letters on the roof. And there's a thriving aircraft restoration and maintenance business at Thurrock, and a small, light aircraft graveyard with all sorts of plane parts tucked away behind the main hangars. Despite these scattered aircraft parts, Thurrock is a pretty little airfield with tidy hedges, abundant flowers in spring and summer, and views across Essex all the way to Canary Wharf and the City of London. Ooh. Thurrock sports a deceptively narrow paved runway that has surprised many pilots into thinking it was further away than it actually is. On occasion led to some hard landings and subsequent landing gear inspections. So let's have a look at this one, friends, shall we? Okay. Yes, everything appears to be loaded in nicely. And well, we'll start off at the beginning. There should be a little road in. Look at the head. Look at this. We're in the heart of the countryside now, lads. Look at the absolute state of this, right? So we drive in. Look. We drive in the nice country lane, or I might even go for a walk, right? IndyBills has risen the bar into orbit, haven't they, Dennis? Look at this. This is stunning, isn't it? Jesus, don't mind that real world crap. If you're, if anyone ever says to you, you need to get out there and get fresh air, come to Thurrock. Go for a nice walk amongst the beautiful hedgerows. Thurrock is an awful place in real life. Oh, Jesus, is it? Oh, dear. Right, but anyway, let's not spoil the illusion, Dougal. It's nice, right? As long as we don't have to visit Lakeside Shopping Centre. Is it that bad, is it? Jay Booth, good to see you. This looks nice, doesn't it? Right, we'll speed her on there now, right? We're running now, right? Usain Bolt kind of neck of the woods. I like to run, he said. Okay, slow down. Public footpath. RVP. What does RVP mean? Keep closed. This is like an episode of Clarkson's Farm or something, isn't it? Look at the tractor though. Jesus, huh? I mean, is that not a sight? Look how good that looks. We're in the countryside and it looks absolutely friggin' gorgeous, so it does. Beautiful. Where's this one now? Yeah, this'll work. Welcome to It's Not Farming Sim. Extra points if you can name the make of the tractor. Tractor lovers rejoice. Ooh, Is it a Massey? If it's red, leave it in the shed. Yeah, I think it looks very nice. They've done a great job. Right, so there's a lovely tractor, right? We'll ramble over this one now. Public bridleway. What's a bridleway? Public footpath. Right, we'll ramble up this way, look. Jesus, the detailing here is stunning. Look at the friggin' hedges, lads. Isn't it lovely? No Skodas yet. There's no Skodas yet. I do see a Fiat Punto. Oh, hang on now. We found the car park. Brilliant. Let's ramble over this way quickly. So we see a Fiat Punto, a Golf, and something that isn't either a Golf or a Punto. And here's some people. Asher, look who it is. It's VR Flight Sim Guy. But you know what's got? They gave him a bicycle. Oh, for God's sakes, where's your motorbike? Jesus. That's deadly, isn't it? By the way, if you haven't already caught VR Flight Sim Guy on YouTube, some incredible videos for Flight Sim, especially when it comes to VR. He pretty much checks out every single VR headset. So if you're in the market, or maybe you have one, he's got a lot of kind of settings videos as well, how to get the most out of your VR headsets. It's brilliant. Look at the state of the gaff here. And here we find Jemima with her oh, she's animated, Christ, with her abnormally large hands. That's okay, Jemima. Don't worry about it now. And here we have a Porsche in green. Brilliant. Now, let me see. Look at the detail in here, look. Oh, we need to change that to AJH. But anyway, this looks nice, right? Beautiful house. Stunning. Right, so look at all the trees. So we rambled in this way into the car park, right? So here you have a bit of a party cabin kind of a stuff. There's the airport behind it. That's okay. We'll explore that now in a moment. Keep closed. Okay. What's around the corner here? Let's go exploring. Okay, yes. Nice hangars and everything here. There's a Dacia over there. Look. No Skodas yet, though. A Dacia. Look at the textures. What's over the... Look at this! Over the far side we found... Now...
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Wouldn't you love to have this in your own backyard as your own little playground? Don't mind the fact that they're all shagged and broken, right? I mean, look at it! This is what you want! Jesus, we have to go... Look at the detail!
Welcome to my secret underground cave.
Right? Look at the detail of that! That's almost flyable! Captain Sim. But wouldn't you love to... I wonder, could we go over there and ask them, can we, like... Do you know what I mean? How are you? I just want to bring, like, a bit of a... Jesus, that's a G1000 in terrible condition. You know what I mean? Just to, like, bring one of these home and, like, build your simulator into it. Wouldn't that be great? There's nothing like that in Ireland. You can't buy bits of airplanes over here at all. But, like, look at the detail and Jesus, that's staggering. I'd put it in my back garden. I'd build a great flight sim. It's done really well, isn't it? This looks like they're refurbing a plane. There's Tinny McGinney. Yeah, it's doing a great job. That's done really well, isn't it? Look at that. I love that. The thing is screaming of character. Into the hangar then. Not much going on in here, but, you know, they're working on it. The hangar doors open and close as well. Let's test this. So if we change the time of day, currently 11, let's go to 4 o'clock. No, we're still going. What about 5 o'clock? There's the lighting. What about 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock, the hangar doors are closed. That's it. Get out, we're closed. Come back tomorrow. Ah, Jesus. Right, so the next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. That, don't you love that feature? Isn't it cool? Didn't Jeppesen start off this entire thing when it came to movable doors? Almost certainly did. Almost certainly did. That's pretty nice. Look, they got other parts in here, look. Ooh. That looks like a Cessna 310. And there's an actual working 172. They've done a great little job here. Look, a couple of static aircraft parked out. Let's go over this side. Here's a fella in a golf buggy. How are you? A Mercedes Sprinter van. over by the diesel area. There's Jacques. Very good. There's another static plane. They have LOD working, so you can see some of the sceneries popping a little bit. Ah, lads, look at the puddle effects. Look at the water effects on the ground. That's done really well, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the detail. Beautiful. We know where Murphy's going on holidays next, right? There's a JCB. There's even an... What is that? Is that a Nissan? Looks like a Nissan. Very, very nice. What's over here, look? Recreational area. There's the lady sitting down, bagging baggage. She's tapping her foot, waiting patiently. Very good. Here's a fella on his phone, look. What's he looking at? What's he looking at? Nothing. Okay, so look at all the static aircraft. Now, these are actually true to life, as in the aircraft registration numbers and everything are of those that are based here in the real world. That's the kind of level Burning Blue go into, right? So there's a number of static aircraft parked out. Again, this looks beautiful. Nice little hangar there. It's done really well, isn't it? Hey, Captain Ray is here. Good to see you, man. So we're checking out Burning Blue Designs Thurrock. I'm fairly certain that's the Cessna 310. We need one of them in the sim. They are gorgeous. A C310, unlike the 310R. Custom weather sock. Jesus, look at the detail even on the weather sock. Cameras and everything, look. Mariner Halley is here. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is well. So here's our beautiful little aircraft at the back of the house. Yes. So we're going to ramble back in now. Oh, look, these are like the private hangars, look. Jesus, look at them. They're gorgeous, aren't they? There's Bill. Hey, Bill. That's at the back of a house, look. Jesus. No shortage of the fundages here, methinks. It's very pretty. With the whole restoration area. I really like that. I think that they've done a great job with the little restoration area. The vegetation here is beautiful as well. Did I go into this little garden? I don't think I did. All the vegetation and the trees. It looks absolutely brilliant, doesn't it? Look at the detail on the trees. Wouldn't it be great, like, if you had that sort of detailing on, like, the default trees? I'm sure we'll... Jesus, how are you done? I'm only visiting. Hoof, he said. Wouldn't it be great, though? Like, that's kind of where the sim is going. So there's a landmark down here. Or maybe it's not down here. It could be up the road a bit. But look at the houses they've modelled. Ah, Jesus. Isn't that brilliant, isn't it? There's savage detailing. Not a Skoda in sight, though. I mean, I'm absolutely heartbroken over this. And like that hedgerow exists or wraps around. It goes on for ages. And these are all the confines still of the airfield. So we'll ramble up this way. Oh, look, there's more up here, look. Ooh, construction stuff. Yes. Trucks and... Jesus, he's underwater. Trucks and stuff. More buildings. So they tried to add in like a water mask, but that needs to be fixed. Because like, unless it's flooded. Maybe they're simulating flooding, I don't know. But definitely from the air, that's going to look impressive. From the ground, not so much. More houses. You got like a freight company in there. Jesus. What's down the road here, look? These are all custom assets. They put all of these in. And here's the pub. The Dog and Partridge pub. Vehicles parked at owner's risk. And there's no Skodas, like. What's up with that? So there's our public house. The lack of Skodas make this a better one. Isn't it stunning? Hey, Fornax, good to see you. So this, lads, is from Burning Blue Design. And look, they've added in a whole load of custom buildings here. I think it looks phenomenal. It's really, really nice. And it is a very picturesque location. You're absolutely in the countryside here. Look at that. You can see friggin' London, look. Jay, is that London down there? Is that a power station? That's London. That's London in the distance. You can actually see, you know, London in the distance. That's friggin' nuts. And then the iconic Thurrock over the hangar itself. Let's check out some night lighting, shall we? It's quite nice. It looks great. How much is this one, says Muse Fan. Muse Fan, you can buy this. Ah, okay. They've actually said, yes, there are some known bugs. Transparent and translucent glass panels. There's a known bug that Asobo are aware of, and they're going to fix it. Okay. This is £8.95. £8.95. You mean you can see London, which are £40.90? So the night lighting, it's, well, there's nice spill lights, but it's very basic. Like, it's a grass runway, so, like, do you know what I mean? You're not going to be, you're not...
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
You're not going to be doing much rambling down here at night time. Although the lighting in the houses are done quite well. And then, of course, you have the hangars that, you know, the doors will open and close depending on what time they're going at. Yeah, look, it's not bad. Sure, it's not. Like, as far as airfields go, you're not going to get much lighting here. Right, and we're up there a bit, Sharon, and we can see what we're looking at here now a little bit, right? So there's the construction company place. Yeah, that's all nice. Jesus, look at how bright that sky is because of the city. Isn't that mad? That's not just the sun, that's the city, look. What time do I have it set to? That's 2 o'clock in the morning. Isn't that cool? It's actually brightening up the sky, which would be right, it'd be light pollution. That's deadly, isn't it? That's London, but isn't that mad the way they do that in the sim? That's really good. Yeah, light pollution is actually modelled in the sim. Jesus. Right, where's the pub? Does the pub have any lighting on? Have I passed the pub? Here's the pub. Right, this is more kind of... Yeah, it's decent lighting, lads, isn't it? Dog and partridge. Traditional ales. Just wouldn't mind an ale. What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it? Dublin isn't nearly as bright as that, no. Absolutely not. I'm well impressed. I think they've done a great job, and I like that I love. They have lighting pollution. I'm exaggerating it now, turning up the owl exposure, but like you get a good idea for it. Even there, look. So like in the country, and then as the camera kind of moves around, look at that. That's done really, really well. I gotta say, lads, that looks incredible. I have to keep comments to myself. Yeah. No, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Look at the state of that. Isn't it beautiful? That's absolutely beautiful. Flying around the Canary Islands at night, you can kind of make out the Milky Way because there isn't that much light pollution. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so here we are back at kind of normal conditions. So, Thurrock Airfield by Burning Blue Design. They've hit a home run with this. Like, they've made so many sceneries now, so many beautiful, small, little regions that ordinarily, I mean, you just wouldn't get to experience them in the sim. You fly over all these small, tiny little airports. Although in saying that, there is a concrete runway, but there's no light. Jesus, that is narrow now. Huh? There's pappy lights. Hang on a second. So there are your runway lights. You've like a pappy system there. That's pretty cool. They work. Red, white, double white, one red. That's awesome. So yes, Burning Blue Design. Well done, lads. This is another cracking little airfield. It's done really well. I think it's very atmospheric. It's like, do you know what I mean? They've done a great job. It's a great little area to explore, and it's only tiny. Like, it's a very small airfield. But like, when you start grouping up all these little airfields together, I mean, you can really make for some beautiful, beautiful flights in the sim. Do you know what I mean? You can make for some really nice adventures. And if you have this level of scenery, absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's gorgeous. 'Tis no Kuna, says Epic Fool. Indeed. Land at night. Take your life in your hands, right? Musefan says, I love some of these small airfields. There's something about them that has a lot of character. Right? That's what it's all about. It's all about the character of these little airfields. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, so that is that from Burning Blue Designs. Right, lads, for our last segment of the sim, we're for checking out a brand new aircraft release over in the world of X-Plane 12. This one is from Just Flight, working with Thurrock Design. Well, they've brought their Duchess Model 76 into the simulator. So what are we going to do? We're going to bid adieu to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thank you for your efforts this evening. And we're going to boot up X-Plane. Let's see what happens here, friends, right? So we're showing off a new airport. No, we're not. We're showing off a new aircraft. Jesus, all the airports tonight, though. Ridiculous, right? So let's have a look at some of the notes here, right? So this is from Just Flight's website. So Just Flight, in partnership with Thurrock Design, are proud to present the Duchess Model 76 for X-Plane 12. Following on from their award-winning general aviation fleet in X-Plane 11, this highly detailed simulation of the Duchess Model 76 has been developed natively for X-Plane 12 by Just Flight in partnership with Thurrock Design, following comprehensive hands-on research with 2 real-life Duchess aircraft, and we can see the tail numbers there, right? Hayden, thank you very much for the cheer. 100 bits, dude. Thank you very much. So the Duchess, it's a 4-seater twin-engine T-tail aircraft equipped with a retractable tricycle landing gear. It has 2 180-horsepower 4-cylinder engines fitted with constant-speed propellers. It's IFR capable, has an avionics suite, excellent handling characteristics, and counter-rotating propellers make it an ideal aircraft for multi-engine flight training, and the perfect step-up from single-engine aircraft such as the PA-28. Has a cruise speed of 155 knots and a range of about 780 nautical miles. Nice. Service ceiling of 20,000 feet also make it a very capable touring aircraft. The Duchess is flown all around the world, and our add-on reflects that global popularity. In addition to our own UK research aircraft, the product features other liveries from countries around the world. The Duchess Model 76 for X-Plane features 8K interior and exterior textures for the highest possible texture clarity. PBR materials with real-time environmental reflections for superb quality and realism. A brand new tablet EFB featuring a plethora of features such as aircraft configuration state, interactive checklists, and customizing options. We're going to be checking this out. So the model, right? Real-world aircraft plans and comprehensive photography, numerous animations including passenger doors respond to G-forces and air resistance. What? Ground equipment. We'll go back to this. I want to load in. Where's me 76? Let's have a look now. So, Beechcraft Duchess 76. And we'll load in Kerry. Why not? We'll load in Kerry. And I suppose we'll start off down here, shall we? The GA ramp, or the North Hangar. We'll start off the GA ramp, right? Real weather, we'll just change this to VFR scattered and we'll start loading this in. But I will bring back up this page while X-Plane does its thing. 8K textures, windshield rain effects, beautiful. A truly 3D cockpit environment right down to the seatbelts and screw heads. Every instrument is constructed fully in 3D with smooth animations. Tablet EFB, we'll have a look at that now in a moment.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Be the Jesus, who be this? Robert Grady has just sponsored. Thank you very, very much indeed. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much, Robert. Fully functional and comprehensive IFR capable avionics, including a KMA28 audio selector, fully featured X-Plane native GNS 430, supports procedures out of the box. Nice. It also has Navigraph and Aerosoft custom nav databases, a KX155 com and nav radio, a KR87 ADF, KT76 transponder, a WX8 storm scope, nice, Sentry 4 autopilot, HSI and ADF, and support for Reality's GTN 750, which is sold separately. Aircraft systems, custom coded fuel system and crossfeed, electrical system with functional circuit breakers and various avionics avionics power circuit. Circuit breaker logic is linked to X-Plane's internal failure logic. So the plane is set to fail a certain electrical component after a certain number of hours. The circuit breaker for that element will pop. Realistic landing gear with emergency extension, slow, fast tire rotation animation, blurry when fast, precise shock absorber animation and wheel chocks and tie downs, functioning carburetor, cowl flap and primer controls, dedicated interactive engine pop-up window displaying values such as the fuel tank, weights and imbalance, fuel pressure, oil pressure. What? Simulated vapor lock with warning pop-up, simulated spark plug fouling, Lighting systems include separate lighting control for gauges, functional electric trim, simulated fan and vent system, custom external light logic, and then deliveries and other features. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? An awful lot of stuff going on. And the aircraft price is €36.95, available from JustFlight. This is pretty good, right? So let us jump in and let's get our lighting done right here and explain, because you know what I mean. Right, here we go. Now you might be saying, Murph, that's a very interesting looking livery. Yeah, sure I know, but we'll talk about it now in a second, right? So here we have the Duchess 76 in X-Plane. That's 120 frames, Christ. And I'm on the ground here at Kerry, right? And well, we're just having a quick look around it. How's that on the screen, lads? Is it, we'll kind of make it more daytime. How's that, right? Ground vehicles doing the thing. So we're going to be inspecting this aircraft from the, well, we do our usual, right? We'll start off outside and then we'll slowly but surely start moving onto the inside, all right? So we're here in Kerry at the moment, a default airport, but again, X-Plane have done great work when it comes to some of the default gateway airports. So we can see already, you know, some of the textures here, lads. Look at the detailing. This is pretty nice, right? This is pretty nice. This is the latest X-Plane, yes. Will this come to Microsoft Flight Sim? Yes, the Duchess is on, it's planned to be on X-Plane, or on Microsoft Flight Sim. We can see the reflections here, the use of PBR. We have the tie-down set. The shadows in X-Plane, they're not great, but let's kind of try and look beyond that. It's more to do with the visual fidelity of this aircraft. And you're probably looking at the livery and you're probably thinking, Jesus, well, don't worry. I'm going to show you something absolutely incredible when it comes to the livery, right? So look at the detail coming up onto the glare shield. Look, you got the intake here. You have your thermometer sitting there. And we can actually open the doors from the outside. There's a lot of functionality we can do with this, right? I don't know what that does, so let's not mess around with that just yet. Okay, so keep moving around here. Let's get a look in at the front. So this is the Duchess. Quite nice, isn't it? Definitely looks like X-Plane scenery. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm using Auto for XP. That's why we're getting these satellite imageries on the ground. And like everything, lads, right? From a distance, it looks nice. Up close and personal, eesh, little bit on the Bijani then. All right. But we're here for the aircraft. That's what we're checking out. So like, look at some of the detailing here. We'll go into free camera. Look at some of the detailing here. On like the landing gear, look. Right, so nice. Huge spring there for the shock absorber. All the rivets. The leading edge of the wing. The prop spinner. The prop themselves. Look at the detailing on the props, look. I hope this is coming across fairly well. I think it is. Right. Onto the wing here now as well. Like, look how smooth that is, look. That's done really, really well. So we'll move this way. Jesus, there's no, I tell you, you'd forget how to use a drone camera. Look at the T-tail on this now. Again, look at the textures, static wicks. Look at that. Look at the shine there, look. Isn't that something? The iconic Beechcraft logo. All the rivets, tie-down positions. This looks very, very nice. And again, we can have a proper look at the detailing of the landing gear. Look at that, the disc. Look at the pipe coming in for your brake fluid. The step chocks are modelled nicely. We can disappear that one. There's your step getting into the aircraft itself. Open the door there. There's Paddy and Jemima. You're looking well, lads. You're looking well. Now, let's have a look here. Look at the detailing, look. And the reflections. I mean, look, that's proper use of PBR. That's done really well. She looks stunning, doesn't it? It's a beautiful airplane, this. So let's jump inside the cockpit, right? And now bring that sun up so we can actually see what's going on inside. Will that help? That'll probably help, will it? How's that on the screen? Okay, we're looking okay. So let's see. We can see, well, we can see stuff, right? We can see textures. So on the main glare shield, there's some nice textures here, look. All the instruments are nicely done. And we have a lot of instruments here. EGT, altimeter, airspeed, turn coordinator, HSI, ADF, VOR, all our engine, fuel quantities, pressures. The whole shebang is all here, right? Moving on the right-hand side, we have a choice of avionics. We'll have a look at those in a moment. That's that storm scope rather. All the circuit breakers. They're all modelled. We can see our control column there. We can see our trim. We can see our cross feeds and fuel tanks. We can see our cowl flaps. Again, all done really, really well. Have a little window here as well. Very good. The placard on the side, operation limitations. The airplane must be operated as normal. Emergency gear extension handle, right? Alternate air is located underneath here. Even the detail on the yoke, look. Isn't that mad? So there's some beautiful features here. So we'll jump into our normal position and we'll get this door closed. And there's nice sounds here. So my little window is open. So let's have a look at this new camera, this new EFB, right? Have a look at this. So this is Just Flight's updated EFB. So let's go in and have a look at our aircraft options. So from in here, we can open and close the doors, the baggage doors, and then we can do some kind of quality of life stuff. We can turn off reflections if we're having a bit of issue with our FPS, but we're not. We can turn on the cockpit lighting, the ground equipment. We can swap the pilots around and change our altimeter. So the ground equipment, well, you can see where they are. Tow, you have a tow handle, you got some chocks, tie downs, removed before flight. That all looks pretty nice. So we'll stow all of that, go back into our menu. And P.S. Mirandai, it's good to see you. The pedestal textures suck. You think so? I don't think so. I think that's done really well. Like, X-Plane allows you probably to get, like, kind of way too close. As in, like, that sort of close. You know what I mean? But, like, from your normal seating position, or even zoomed in a little bit, I think this looks pretty good. How's it coming up on the stream? I know, it looks okay. But anyway, weight and balance. So again, we can move this ourselves. So our fuel tanks, we can increase that. Put your roller mouse or your roller ball onto it. So that'll increase it. Save or load the configuration. And pop this panel out here as well. And you can go through all your weight and balance. Pretty nice. How do we go back to the main screen? Here we go. Instrument options. So we can put in we can pop out the 430. Nice. And if you had the Century 4 pop-up, you can use that too. Okay. Engine configuration. Look at this now, right? So we have an imbalance with our fuel, but it's also simulates spark plug fouling and vapor lock. So we can turn that on, and at the moment we're looking good. You can also recharge the battery, and you can see like all your different oil pressure and temperatures. Okay. Static liveries. This is the thing. We'll have a look at that now in a second. Configuration. So you can adjust the feel intensity, dyna feel intensity. This is awesome. This is really, really handy, lads. The roll, the yaw, the pitch. You can control all them within X-Plane. That's awesome. A logbook. So you can see your total logbook. That just pops it out to show you what you do. Checklists, right? So here's all our checklists, and you can just tick on these, see how you go. Next page, see how you go. Ground handling. So this opens up the ground handling. We can look for a pushback, request ground services. That's all okay. Dynamic liveries. We'll have a look at those in a moment. You have a flight computer, outside air temperature, ground speed, endurance, range, you know, fuel burn, all that kind of stuff, right? Where whatever was stuck on is pulled off. I get it, but not right. The pedestal textures. Pedestal. As in here. No? There's the pedestal. Maybe it is the pedestal. Yeah, maybe there's something there, look. Under here, is that what you mean? Yeah, that there. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's so whatever texture they're gone for there, it probably doesn't look great. But again, from the right distance, it looks grand. It's only if you get up close to it. You know, this flap down here, that's for like the emergency gear extension. This is all modeled, by the way. So if you wanted to simulate the emergency gear extension, it works, which is pretty cool, right? But anyway, AviTab, that opens up the AviTab, and if you have AviTab. So we'll go back to home here. Now let's have a look at this, right? So static liveries. This is an element of X-Plane I love. You can change the livery of the aircraft, right? So you can just say, okay, well, show us what liveries it comes with. And you hit apply. It takes a couple of minutes to load in. So we'll hit apply. The sim is going to think about life for a moment, and it's going to reload in these textures. And just like that, well, you completely change the textures of the aircraft. I would absolutely love for that feature in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just would. Why is the lighting off a little bit? Is it because it's so cloudy? Hang on a second. Flight configuration. VFR, few clouds. Get in there now. Let's see what happens. So it's loaded back in my livery. Let's load back in another one. Put the sun up high in the sky, Murphy, so you're not getting blinded. There we go. So here we go. So you can load in a livery. Like, that's how quick it is. And that's pretty cool, isn't it? Really cool. So what about a dynamic livery? What? We can customize completely our own livery. It's up to us what way we want it. So for example, the roof. Well, let's change the colors up. So if we want to, we can change the color of the livery ourselves. And we have a lot of options for that. If you want the thing in like a shocking purple, yeah, sure, why not? Now this might take a minute or two because it's actually drawing on its own liveries onto the aircraft. This is a feature I would absolutely love to see in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I would absolutely love to see it. Hey, Joey Bolo, good to see you. Like, I just think something like this would just be like, holy crap, giving you that level of customization. It's not possible in Microsoft Flight Sim at the moment, only because it's how aircraft are built, right? It's how the whole things are done. But, man, this would be absolutely brilliant. Is that a Barbie tail fin? No, it's B for Beechcraft. But nice of you to notice it, Muse fan. You liked the Barbie movie, I think, didn't you? Who here remembers, was it Barbie and Sydney? No, Cindy, that's the one. Right, so here's the thing loaded. Give it a couple of more seconds. It just says wait a minute or two. And here we have this absolute mad looking colour. Like, look at the PBR on it. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at the reflections there. Right? It's definitely Barbie. All right, okay. His name is Ken. That's just a feature I'd love to see in Microsoft Flight Sim at some stage. I think it'd be absolutely incredible. But look, as you can go nuts with this. I mean, look at all the options we have, right? So that's the let's see what we can do here. So we can make it kind of bland or make it interesting. You know, you can do let's leave the top kind of a weird color. So then you can say, right, the upper stripes, you can actually change the colors here on the upper stripe. And if you have a look, you'll see the colors change. See that red stripe appearing there now in the aircraft, following along this pinstripe? Then we have the middle stripe. Again, we can do all sorts of mad stuff here. We can change that. You know, let's make it blue. You guys see that? See the way everything's changing? The lower stripe then, yes, there's another low stripe. It's currently white, but we can change that. Right? The bottom of the aircraft, again, if we want to mess around with that. Isn't it absolutely nuts what you can do, lads, isn't it? Stop scrolling backwards, Murph. Jesus. Like, isn't it just absolutely friggin' nuts what you can do? I love this. I absolutely love this. The wings you can change the colour of. The horizontal stabilizer. So if we didn't want that divel to be full black, well, we can change it. The engine nacelles we can change. The engine nacelles. Oh, the bottom of them. I need to change the setting that my rollerball won't actually move the camera. Because that can just get like freakily annoying. The beach logo or the vertical stabilizer, right? And then the beach logo, change the color of that as well if you want. Right, I mean, look at the amount of holy crap you can do. Plus you can put in your own registration number. Add new livery or remove it or save the... Like, you can do all of these things. Isn't it done so well? And if I hit apply, this is going to be a creation that should be plastered all over the internet to say, this fella Murphy is handy at making liveries. You know what I mean? You can absolutely turn that plane into Barbie Dream Turboprop. Look, it's looking kind of Barbie-ish now, I have to say. Do you know what I mean? Barney and Fred. Horrid livery. That's not a horrid livery. What are you talking about? That thing is absolutely gorgeous. Could you imagine this thing? One, please. Right? All aboard Pride Air. It doesn't know what it is. Ashley, good to see you. Shame the plane is too old looking for me or I'd get it. What? Kind of looks like a mystery machine if it was a plane. I'm telling you now, lads. But like, you can get as creative or as streamlined as you'd like. And that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? Ooh, Ed, good to see you. Sorry, Murph. Blah. Yeah, no, it is. It's an abomination. I know that, lads. Don't worry. I do have taste, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But anyway. Oh, it didn't load. Hang on. We need to fix that. Apply again there, you devil. You didn't actually do what I wanted you to do. Did I hit apply the last time?
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. Shut off. That live thing is carried on from Thranda to have it on all their planes. Yeah, it's awesome. Magenta, luminous green, mother of Jess. Brilliant. Looks like a unicorn threw up in it. We'll change it to something nicer now in a minute. I just wanted to see how it all turns out in broad daylight. In broad daylight, how my creation of, you know, a livery, lads. A livery. Do you know what I mean? It's like a skittle plane, yeah. Did Cindy die or something? I don't know. I wish more X-Plane devs added that to theirs. I agree. It'd be great to see some Microsoft. It'd be great if Microsoft had this functionality. I think it would be absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, right? There seems to be an issue here. I reckon I'm pushing the limits of what the sim can actually do because it won't copy over. Why is that now? Apply. And apply. Why isn't it applying it? Chase the rainbow, yeah. It looks exactly what I'd expect, and that's not a positive thing. Actually got the 650 today. Looking forward to flying it. The Challenger 650 to this day is probably the best. It appears to know better. It should be a default Forza that has its own livery creation. Yes, Forza should have it as well. Absolutely, lads. This may or may not work now. I don't know. You can restart it if it doesn't work. It does work. You've seen it work. But I think this sort of level of colours, it's huh? Do you know what I mean? Somebody need to ask the guys next stream if they can have this in the sim. Yeah. 100%. Like, in theory, it's possible because we've seen what Blackbird have done when it comes to the 310R. You know, the dirt, right? This appears to be working now. Ah, Jesus! Ah, look! Ah, brilliant! Isn't that like the coolest thing you're going to see until, you know, tomorrow?
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
I'm just saying, though, you know, that's my creation. I shall love it as if it were my own. Right, I'll change it so. Jesus, there's no pleasing some people. Let's go for a static livery of something less. I'm going to instantly puke in my face. Let's go to this one. Ah, yes, a nice, safe, sound German livery. Golf, Delta, Alpha. No, wait. G. G is UK. Never mind. What's the German one again? Oh, it starts with D, doesn't it? Delta. Yes. Right. How's that now, lads? I fixed it. Ah, look. Right. That's just not as fun. Right. So what about the aircraft itself? Well, let's have a look. Let's see what this thing can do. So, we're going to start off and press some buttons. Battery. Nav light. Fuel pumps. Instrument lights. Jesus, they're bright. What else do we need here now? Nav, strobe, air blowers, pedo, autopilot, electric trim, turn that devil on. Alternators on. Cowl flaps are open. Open up the fuel.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Get our prop open. Get our mixture rambled in. Adam Powell has just sponsored Welcome to the Flight Crew. Thank you very much indeed, man. Welcome in. Great sounds. Okay, so the mags. Right. That's the primer. Right, left, both. Are we ready, friends? Auxiliary fuel pump. Can I actually see fuel pressure? Or fuel flow? Well, let's see if this works, right? Clear prop. It's alive. And you know what's cool about starting that thing up? If you can listen very carefully, you'll hear now that the gyro is spinning faster, letting you know that there's more current in the aircraft. How cool is that? Hello from Tyrone. Hello from Tipperary. You're very welcome in, Adam. Okay, so we'll go for start here on the left. Our window is open, so we'll, let me see. Fuel on.
Big 10-4, good buddy.
Mixture rich. Exos, thank you very much indeed for the subscribe tier 1. Thank you very much, man. Okay, so left engine. Fuel pump. We'll set to both. Clear prop. And a good start. Man alive, those sounds are so immersive. You can actually hear the gyro slow down when it's trying to charge. It's incredible. Okay, window closed. What else do we need to look at in here? So the sun visors work. Get him up out of the way. Right, we'll go for some avionics now, I suppose, will we? So, let's see here now. If I was avionics, where would I live? Oh, we're over here, look. Avionics on. Weather radar on. Autopilot unit is here. All the circuit breakers work. Nice. Okay, we can see the flap handle, flap position, heater. Again, there's a sound for that. Air blowers on. That's cool, isn't it? Okay, taxi light on. This is our cabin air demist. I love that you have all these sounds. It's done really well. Okay, let's have a listen outside, right? The sounds are excellent, aren't they? They're very, very nice sounds. Okay, so we're going to try and do a bit of flying with this. Park and brake off. Router forward. Transponder standby. Thank you. And let's see how this plane is going to operate. So we'll go through our flight controls, make sure they're all working. Ailerons are looking good. See the shadow of the T-tail there. Okay. Couple of rogue BMW X5s driving around the place. Keep an eye out for them. Let's have a look here. Ah, Jesus, Beamer, don't hit us. Look at him jamming on the brakes like a mad joke. Jesus, he's in a rush, isn't he? Look at him looking at us as well. Down with that sort of thing, you mad lad. What? Okay, moving along here nicely. Let's look at the airport tower view. Look at that, lads. Isn't that pretty? Don't mind my handling now on the ground. I'm trying to do all sorts of yaki boos. Look at that suspension working. That's me hitting the brakes, don't worry. The prop animation is beautiful, isn't it? Looks really good. Aircraft have right of way, Aegis. Yeah, that's what I told him. I tell you, if X-Plane start putting some Skodas in the scenery, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Easy now. This is all default, by the way. There's nothing add-on in terms of the scenery except for the satellite imagery on the ground. Right? I say we can probably still go here for a minute, can we? We'll go this way. I like that livery. Yeah, I made that one myself. No, I didn't. Oh no, I'm about to go on the grass. I don't believe it. Look at the physics. Look at the physics. Look at the aircraft reacting to the grass, look. Get off the grass, you muppet, will you? Like, it slows down on the grass. You have to add more power. How cool is that, lads? So this is Just Flight's Duchess Model 76 for X-Plane 12. And we're just taking him here for a quick jaunt around Kerry. Right, we're about to jump onto the active. Let there be more lights. Landing lights are on. Strobes are lit. Transponder. Altitude reporting. Flaps. 10 degrees. You gotta say, lads, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? That looks pretty nice. Onto the runway, and we'll get ourselves into position. Great sounds in this thing. Okay. Shall we go flying? Okay, so quick check. We're walking, we're talking, and we're squawking. Let's go flying. Take up our set. Speed alive. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. 80 knots, 85, oopsie daisy, positive rate of climb, gear up. Easy now, bit of trimmage. Flaps up. Bit more trimmage. All right, all right. You know what I mean, though, right? Okay, so let's calm things down a bit. Manifold pressure, bring it down to 25. RPM, bring it down to 25. Beautiful. Great engine sounds, isn't there? Stunning. It hand flies so nicely as well. Okay, we'll ramble around the area. Sounds amazing, and that's default. Yeah, it's really, it's like, Just Flight have done a great job of this, lads. Okay, let's see what we can do here with the autopilot. So, autopilot system, turn on. Abnormal C, thank you very much indeed. 26 months, man. Cheers. Alrighty, so let's see. Autopilot on. We're going to call heading mode. We're going to call altitude hold mode. So heading's going to bring us, let's go 180 degrees. And she's starting to level out. So let's bring the lighting down, shall we? Oh, yes. I'm not sure how I like the glare shield lighting, but the instrument lighting is nice. Well, now that's a pretty place to sit, I have to say, isn't it? That is pretty. Thank you very much, Scott. Yes, guys, if you are watching us on YouTube, do be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and get notified. The thing is with X-Plane, it's the bird of someone who created a sim to train himself. So I feel it always has been on the technical side more than the looks. Yeah, 100%. It looks great, though. But you can't compare these, lads. Visually, no, but it looks great. You can have a wonderful flying experience in X-Plane. So we're around Kerry. In particular, this is around Killarney. So the reflections are kind of doing weird stuff at a distance. And I think the next update from X-Plane, they're going to focus a lot on the visuals. You know what I mean? Maybe a small preview of the Duke. This is similar to the Duke, for sure. Like, they're a similar aircraft, you know what I mean? But like, certainly, you know, looking how this aircraft reacts and how it flies, it's a beautiful experience to have in a flight simulator. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about. Twisted Mexican is here. Good to see you. The Ripper says, superb aircraft. Would be awesome to have this on Microsoft Flight Sim. Yes. She's a beautiful looking plane. Just Flight have done an incredible job here. They really, really have. It's a little cracker, I have to say. So we can see that our cowl flaps are still open, so we can go ahead and close them, right? There's our cowls here. And now they're closed.
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. Get out of that garden. Colonel Fork, it's good to see you, man. So we're checking out the Duchess 76 in the world of X-Plane. And I like it because it's a stunning airplane. Look at that. It looks, sounds, and flies great. And, you know, I love some of the systems on it. So if you want to go one further, right, we can put in, let me see now, if we do marginal VFR, we'll put in, what's the weather doing? Let's customize the weather here a little bit, right? Give us in and out a spot of rain there for the crack. I probably need more cloudage. You big Agent Murphy, you need more clouds. So where are we at up here? Scattered cumulus. I'll give it broken. We should get now rain on the screen. There we go. Okay, so if we turn our heading here. I probably have too much clouds in it. But like, you can see the rain on the oh, Jesus plane. You can see the rain on the aircraft glare shield. Look at that. That's probably too much cloud. Let's reduce the clouds a bit. What are you even trying to do, Murphy? Do you know what I mean? Bring these down a smidgen. Bring them up there a smidgen. There we go. That's a bit better. So that's with heavy rain, right? And you might say, yeah, that is a little bit exaggerated. Of course it is. the job. Too much rain, Murph. Precip. Light rain. Let's see what this does. Okay, I sort of calmed the cacks down a little bit. Still a little bit on the heavy side though, isn't it? What does X-Plane, the wipers work on X-Plane? Well, there's no wipers on this, but yeah, the wipers do work. It'll disperse water off the screen, for sure. Does X-Plane, what does X-Plane come with out of the box? Pretty much everything you see here, except for this aircraft. Pretty much everything you see. Wait, hang on, it's after loading back in me janky livery. Jesus, what happened there? That's probably because I'm keep messing with the weather. There we go. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So VF4
Dreamy, sleepy,
standard,
nighty, snoozy, snooze.
VF4, a few clouds. Bring it back to daytime. And let's see what happens here now, right? Colonel 4 turned off me lights, the devil. And we'll change our heading here as well. I like this livery better. There we go. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Don't crash into any mountains, Murph. So yeah, they've done a great job. Yeah, there's wind turbulence and all that. I'm at lunch, I don't get to watch often. I need to do something to have a better day than I'm currently having. I'm about to crash into a mountain. Now, speaking of which, right, just flight to give out to me, but there is damage, of course, model in X-Plane. I mean, if you hit something hard enough, you'll absolutely break the plane, right? So, for instance, right, let's feather the right engine. See the aircraft going, holy crap, what have you done? Right? I'm unsure will it fully feather? Yeah, she's feathered, look. Bye-bye! Look at that! Isn't that done really well, right? Right, now, can we turn it back on again? Unfeather you devil. Bit of fuel into it and give it an out blast. Here up. Okay, we're back in action, right? Jesus, I came pretty close to that mountain there, didn't I? Okay, so take it out of autopilot. My airplane. And let's see how the aircraft stalls, right? So hold the nose. Roughly there. Kill the power. That's the landing gear warning. There's the stall warning. Oh. So the wing properly dips and like it's just silky smooth, man. What about a power on stall? How does it react to this now? Actually pretty well. So like hand flying the plane is just beautiful. It's just stunning. Right, so we're looking back towards the airport, which is over there somewhere. If I was an airport, where would I live? Over here somewhere. Let's have a look. I reckon straight ahead, right? Yeah, if you mess around with this, you'll a true Sky King. Yeah, wasn't it nice? I mean, to be fair, you're just going to keep messing with that view, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? It's a really nice twin-engine aircraft. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we're heading towards the airport. So, oh yeah, I said, what if I want to cause, like, you know, grievous bodily harm to this machine, right? I think I have damages turned on. I'm almost certain I've damage turned on. Let's go into my options here quickly. Sound, data, joystick, general, simulate blackout. I think there's damage. We can simulate blackouts and all this sort of jazz. Don't worry about that for the moment. Wait, I think in the tablet we can do something, can't we? Flight computer? No. Engine configuration? So, spark plug fouling. Well, we're not gonna, well, we might get it with low RPM. So let's see if this is going to cause any harm to the machine, right? Probably not. Correct, Big Al, it does. Yes. Look, there's a train! Ah, brilliant! Do-do-do, in the road, Aaron! Ah, brilliant! Oh, Jesus. Yes! No! No! Yes! No! Jesus! We made it! How didn't we hit him? Remember they said Microsoft Flight Sim was going to have trains? And then someone put up, bring back trains? It's the little things. So yeah, so if you want to cause, like, absolute, like, harm to your aircraft, I really don't want to butcher this plane, but, like, let's do it for the crack, right? So all was going terribly well until that one moment in which it wasn't. Oh, oof. So there we sit, broken-hearted, destroyed the plane. Well done, Murphy. And, well, we ended up in a big pile of mess. And there's a fire. Oh dear. So yeah, you can break your stuff, right? You can break your stuff. So yes, we'll put in a new flight. And we'll just jump back into Kerry. So this is the Duchess Model 76 from Just Flight in partnership with Thranda Design. They've released the aircraft. It's available now from the Just Flight store. It's available only on X-Plane, and you can pick it up for €36.95. And I gotta say, lads, this is a beautiful simulation of a twin-engine aircraft, and there's some really nice functionality, even though I've made a complete and utter hames of the livery. Need to change that. Yeah, for this price range, I think it's quite good. I think it's very, very good. Like, there's a ton of liveries that come with the thing, you know. Like, one thing about Just Flight, their pricing is quite consistent. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the higher end price stuff, but in X-Plane, I think it works. It just works because there's a lot of systems being modeled here that isn't as easy to get that in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do you know what I mean? So what are your thoughts? What do you think, lads? Why is that beeping? That's interesting. There you have it. What do you think? If I had a G1000, I would have got it. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, you can throw in other avionics if you have them third party. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like, for sure. Like, when it comes to, like, there's other things you can do with X-Plane, right? Briefly, we'll show you this, right? I do have a lot of aircraft. I do have a lot. I have some aircraft, right? Let's get in here now and change this. So we want the was it this one, right? We'll go with this one, and we're going to change the location, and let's go, I don't know, let's go to Sligo, right? Let's go to Sligo, and we'll start off here parked up. That'll do. And we'll try a bit of stuff, how to enhance it, right? X-Plane has great classic jets. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Boom! It's good to see you. It's 2024 and Super Twitch and iOS mobile doesn't let me use me phone sub. Oh, that's okay, Booms. Don't worry, man. How are you? It's great to see you. What I'm going to do here, you know, FS Realistic, and this is another thing I would love if Microsoft could adapt this in the next version of the sim. I think this would be absolutely super. But you have an option in X-Plane to turn on or off plugins, which is really handy. Now, I know with the likes of FS Realistic, you can just turn that off. It's an external application, right? But there's other things that might be running in your sim. For example, if you have the Mad Dog or, you know, the Phoenix A320 or anything from Aerosoft, their programs are running with the sim. Like, they just run with the sim. It's what? I don't need to see that stuff. If I'm flying in those aircraft, sure, I need them.
Hello there.
But they load in when you're not using them. You know what I mean? DJing, it's good to see you. Welcome aboard, man. So here we are now in Sligo, and you can see, like, look at the watering here. Doesn't it look like it looks impressive, doesn't it? Right. So we're going to say, right, give me XP Realistic. I don't know why I'm getting that beep. Why are we getting the beep? It probably needs a complete reload of the aircraft. That's so strange, isn't it? Right, there's got to be buttons here I can fix. Hang on a second. Encoder, heater, avionics, motor for the flaps, gauges. They're not working, look. Okay, so there's probably a bug, right? Yeah, we can't have those sounds. What the hell? Yeah, there's a bug. That could be an X-Plane bug more so than anything else. That's not going to get annoying. Let's see what we can do here. I wonder if I just change the aircraft out. How's that? Load into a default Baron. This should fix it, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Restart aircraft, yeah. This is why we can't have nice things, says the Grand Wazoo. It's grand, right? It's totally grand. Now let's see how it thinks when I put a 757 into Sligo. This will absolutely be fine, right? I don't know why it's happening. Dev menu, then restart. The sounds of XP Realistic, they're really good, aren't they? It's grand. Hang on, she's loading in there now. This should fix it, and if it doesn't fix it, well, sure, listen, we won't worry about it too much. A 757 isn't going to work out of Sligo, is it? Sure, listen, we'll be giving it a blast just for the crack. Yeah, sure, why not? Do you know? The old Boeing 757, a great bunch of lads. Oh, we've sounds. Ah, brilliant, it's fixed. Right. So, I mean, this is totally normal. Get a load of the sounds with XP Realistic running. Look at the reflections from the water. Look at that. Don't they look awesome? And it looks really good, right? Now, the fact that I'm actually built into the side of a friggin'... Oh, hang on. Do you know what would look even better here? Hang on a second. Why didn't I do this from the start? Murphy, you big idiot. Into Dublin. Yes. Put us into 407. Right. This is going to look class now in a second, right? This will look deadly, right? You can't park there. We rang ahead. It was fine, right? This is a feature of X-Plane that I've always loved. It's night lighting. Which is always done to such a high, awesome level of coolness, right? The night lighting has always looked good in this, right? So we're going to load back in here into Dublin, and we'll set it to nighttime, and we'll get the aircraft started and all lights flashing and everything. It'll look very, very nice indeed, right? So we'll see what we can do here. Don't tease you with the 757. I cannot wait for the 75 to come into Microsoft. I just can't wait, right? Cannot wait. We'll see if the crack is here now. We'll give it a moment to load in. Reading new scenery files. And again, I'm using this ortho for XP. Auto ortho. This gadget here. Really, really handy. So it'll download something like 40% of the files needed, and then it's kind of just streaming the rest of them to you. It's really handy. Boundless Dublin is on sale now. Yeah, that's the one I'm using. They've done a great job with it. So we're just waiting for the loadage. Reading new scenery files. Come on, X-Plane, you can do it. Keep it together, lads. We can do it. Who here has X-Plane? For anyone in the chat, if you own XP12, will you drop in 1 in the chat? We have a look. 1's in the chat if you have XP12. I imagine a few of you are going to have it. The Great Head Oaken, good to see you. There's a few, look. Right, she's loading. It's preparing the world, lads. This is exciting. Okay. So we got a good few, right? Those who own X-Plane. Right. Now look at this. Bit of rain and drizzle in Dublin. I mean, look at that, lads. That is an impressive scene. Like, there's no point saying it's not. That looks very pretty, doesn't it? Then we have the beautiful sounds from XP Realistic. Like, it looks nice, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to make it nighttime. There we go. Have a little zoom out. Yeah, so that's our night lighting, right? So into the aircraft, and let's see if I can remember how to turn this divel on. We'll give it a bash. Battery. Standby power. We'll turn these on for the crack, but we probably don't need them. Glare shield, standby instruments, overhead lights on, runway turn off, leave them alone for the moment. Turn on these lights. Fuel pumps, bring them on. APU. Bus ties, switch them on. And APU, we're going to wait till we give this a start. APU starter switch engaged. Emergency lights have been armed. Is that like lightning? I think we've lightning. Tablet here as well now to do all our stuff. Don't need the GPU or any of that jazz. So you can hear it. You can hear the APU spooling up there. Look. We got lightning and everything here. That's mad. Isn't it mad looking? Look. Okay, she's thinking about it. APU valve is open. APU gen. Here we go. That sounds about right. We have a bit of life coming into our systems. Although screens here are shagged. What's happening there? How do you fly this thing again? APU gens, that's working. Turn on your electric smurf. Yeah. What else do we need to do? FS Realistic. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, yeah. X-Plane bug. Really? Is it? Let me see. Graphics. General. How do you change this from a full screen? It's got to be in graphics, right? Full screen, windowed. Jesus. Done. Oh, it's not liking this at all. Ah, okay, now we're laughing. Right, back into options. And we'll go full screen. Give it a second. Yeah, I tried doing that, didn't work. Didn't do Alt and Enter. Okay, now we're laughing. We're back to life here. Right, okay, so we're going to look for a push, right? Let's see here now. Operations. So ground operations. Load, unload, remove all. Pushback. Pushback is coming in. So while we're waiting, move this guy over to this side. Can we get a start up on our engines? So we'll go right engine. Didn't do a whole lot. Right, pumps are on. Engine anti-ice. Engine select both. Now we're laughing, I think. Oh. Okay, engine start. Right engine. Let's see now. Alright, so pack's off. Engine, right? So fuel cutoff is off. The APU is running. Utilities, they're all on. So, to get a start on the engine, utility bus, they're all on. Bus ties are on. That's interesting. She won't start. Bypass is on, yeah. Love this plane. Love the bouncy numbers on the MCP. It's awesome, isn't it? So it's reading the utility bus, right? No sign of life here. I wonder why that is now. Electrical pumps are on. APU is definitely on. But the engines don't want to play nice. Does it have any gas? Should do. The bottom below the gauge. The bottom below the gauge. Well, they're your fuel shut off, but like, they'll only come alive when you're starting, isn't it? The overhead? Right, let's go back to the overhead. What do we look for here? So we have our engine start switches, right? Our pumps are on. Quick check here on the left. Hydraulic pumps are on. Electric pumps are on. Buses are turned on. APU is turned on. Engine start switch. Let's try one. Okay, here's one spooling up. Okay. Engine 1 is spooling up. APU is already on. Isolation turns on. Aha! Okay, let's see what we're spooling with. So 34, fuel in. Let's have a listen. Oh, yes. Look at the effects coming out the back, look. See the way it's kicking the water off the ground? That's awesome, isn't it? Okay, so there's engine 1 should be online. Let's go with engine 2. She's spooling.
Hey, good buddy.
Tim, thank you very much indeed. Welcome in. Okay, fuel in. Look at that! did you see that lightning? Jesus. Right, push us back there now, Paddy, will you? Ground, push back. No, back. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you're absolutely drunk. Right. Map. Don't mind me for the jiffy, lads. How do we turn ourselves? Here we go. Yes. Now we're threshing. Right. Effective use of the map, we think. Lights. Yes. Yes. Now we're looking good. Turn everything on that needs to be on. APU that needs to come off. Okay. Turn the wipers on for a dramatic effect. Oh, yes. Hang on, can we like do something with the sounds here? Options. Right, we want engine sounds. Yes. And yes. Right. Flaps. Look at this, lads.
Something on the way.
Right, we got ourselves lined up here into the runway, right? Don't worry the fact that I have everything turned off. It's totally fine, right? Look at the runway. Look at the lighting on that friggin' runway. Look how good that looks. It's absolutely bananas. Alright. So the question here is, what's going to happen next? Jesus!
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Right, to mind the Ryanair absolutely going bananas, right? Do you notice the spray effects from the engines based on how much thrust? Right, let's do our thing. Are we ready? Full immersion now, lads. Let's see what happens. Engine spooling. The odometer not working, but it's okay. Toga. Jesus. Isn't that nuts? Right, that's enough fun and games out of that before we all like die in a terrible fiery ball of mess. But you know what I mean? The camera view needs to be in... the camera's deadly. Jesus, where am I going now? Oh dear, we're in trouble. Make it daytime. Don't mind the angle there at all. Totally fine, look. Easy now. Isn't it mad looking? The weather's a bit nuts now, to be honest. So my trims and all that jazz aren't set up right at all. It's a terrible mess. But yes, my understanding is X-Plane doesn't work that well in VR. As far as I know, they did a lot more with VR. They did a lot more with VR. I think that the recent update, they fixed a lot of things in VR. But again, lads, look at it. The way I look at X-Plane, it's still a phenomenal simulator. There's some great aircraft in there, and as a flight simmer, it's hard to ignore it, right? I mean, my favorite sim, without question, I love Microsoft Flight Sim, right? And that's not going to change anytime soon. But X-Plane definitely has its uses, and like it can look visually stunning, right? There's some niceties over on X-Plane that just don't exist in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I think as someone who's an avid flight simmer, I just love flight simulation. Well then it's hard to kind of say what you should and what you shouldn't use. You can have a really nice experience in X-Plane flying. You just can. You know? It's mad looking. At times it can be completely bugged out, but it's still a great sim, you know? But yeah, the clouds, everything's, yeah, it's slowly but surely coming along. I think the next update, they said they're going to work on the visuals. So let's see what that does, because it needs it. Like the anti-aliasing is absolutely horrendous. It looks friggin' awful. You know, you get those weird kind of janky lines and stuff. But yeah, it's still nice, right? And Austin, of course, is absolutely pure nuts. Yes, he is. He's pure nuts, right? Now, quit explain. So that's kind of the stab of it. Lads, I want to say a huge thank you for joining me here tonight. We covered a fair whack this evening. We'll go back over to this camera, look. Hang on. Sure, look at there we are now. So yeah, we covered a fair bit. We had the Inibill's amazing airport for Leeds Bradford. We checked out Thurrock, of course, from Burning Blue Design, and over to X-Plane then, where we checked out the Just Flight Duchess Model 76. It's been a busy one. So thank you so much indeed for joining me here this evening. We're back to you on Friday night, and we have a group flight. We're going to be flying in fighter jets in California, and we have a race. We have the Wombat Top Gun event to keep us entertained. As it's a bit of a race. We're going to be taking off after our initial flight. We're going to Miramar. We're going to like friggin' Top Gun stuff. But we're going to be taking off from Half Moon Bay, flying around and under the San Francisco Bridge, land in San Francisco, and then leg it around again. It should be fun. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. To everyone on YouTube for all the likes and the new channel members, thank you very much indeed. To everyone here on Twitch for all the support you guys give. Thank you very, very much indeed. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you up on Friday just in time for the weekend. Until then, you take care. Coronado, right? You love to hate them, and other people hate to love them. They make incredible aircraft, beautiful looking, right? But their updates and, you know, the quality of life updates that they give their fleet is absolutely brutal. It's crap. It's rubbish. Their sounds are all borked for the entire fleet, all of them. Every